You guys are going to get battered out there. You guys are going to get bloody noses. You guys are going to get bows. All right? It's happening. Oh, shit.
Taking the jacket off?
That was a bad year.
Taking the jacket off?
Fly jersey, though.
Yeah. It was a nice jersey.
What year was it?
2013-14 when we had David Moyes.
Was it?
It's a pretty fresh one.
It was, man. eBay class.
Got the little air bubbles on the side. You can breathe.
Man. That was nice.
You're trying to give me that?
Huh?
For $14?
It's harder to find the older jerseys, but like all the up to like the
Dude, I wanted because Aeons, like Chevy's fucking.
Oh, dude, unplug, maybe. Unplug.
All right.
It didn't give me an option.
PFC 274. Welcome. Match day 15 review. Oh yeah, we're live.
Oh my god.
What?
No Tiki today. Tiki, he had a baby out there, PFC Nation. So
that's his cover. That's his cover story.
Big Daddy. There's no Tiki, so we brought the Taka.
Hey, I like that.
That's his cover story. He knows that I was coming for him.
We got Snacks in the house, and Snacks is coming for Tiki. What up, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Living the dream.
Yeah, he's been chilling, man. He's been chilling.
Yeah, shout out to Tiki though. Congratulations on the baby. I expect to see a lot of red in the future.
A lot of red and white.
What position do you
Arsenal,
think he's
red
gonna
and
play?
white.
What position do you think he's going to play?
Winger, left wing,
striker,
keeper.
Get them goals.
He's a keeper.
No goals.
What? He's a keeper.
What are you talking about?
No. You say that right, but he's going to be firing that. They're going to when you're like U8s and they first start using goalies, they're like everybody wants to be goalie. He's going to have that De Gea in
But
him, bro.
first of all, Tiki's it's not like he's 6'5",
yeah.
right? So he's probably going to be like 6 foot even.
Snacks never saw Tiki run before. Tiki was lightning.
Yeah.
He was fast.
Yeah.
You don't put
Kid's
fast people, unless if you're Arsenal and put Bellerin in back, you don't put fast people back. You put them up top to try to score goals.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got Snacks in the house.
Real quick.
And so it begins.
First match, big matchup of the weekend here. Chelsea versus Manchester City. City away in this game. And did everyone predict that Manchester City win?
I had City winning just based on their form and their track record. A couple of injuries, but nothing really to blame except for Chelsea, man, coming out and playing the fucking game. Sarri playing a very aggressive system against City, and City sat back for stretches. They let Chelsea have the ball, and that was the big mistake. Shout out to David Luiz. This guy's still against Liverpool. He was dominant. He was dominant again today. Like the commentator said, he's he's liable for a mistake against Spurs. Big swing and a miss. Let Son go right by him. But games like today, man, pinging the ball, switching the field, and getting the crucial John Terry-esque header.
He had
but sorry though. Before the match, like, oh, what's the best way to beat Pep? And he basically said, well, I've never beaten him before, so you might as well want to ask somebody else.
Yeah.
But sorry, not sorry. They came out with fire in their belly.
Was that a joke?
Yeah, sorry, but not
that a joke?
Not sorry. But I wish I wrote that one up. But look, Chelsea looked almost shell-shocked a little bit at the beginning of the match.
They did, man. City was all over them. I agree. City was dominating this match, and there was stretches where you could tell the City system was on. They'd lose possession. They'd press them right away. Typical. Both teams started with a false nine. I thought that was interesting.
And, they, the commentators, I forget who they were, but they were talking near halftime, saying, like, oh, are they going to switch things up? Then if Sarri likes it, maybe he'll just keep with it, because they said, look, second half, they're going to get a chance.
They got one right before, didn't they?
Right before halftime, just like FIFA Fugazi.
Are you ready for
FIFA? People always get that one extra chance at goal. With
that Matt Ritchie chance?
There's no reason why Matt Ritchie can score 2 goals and assist 1 against City, but anyways.
Us is just salty because we smacked him at FIFA before the episode.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. So the main part is Chelsea stuck to their guns. They stuck to this system. That was the most important part because once that goal went in, everything changed.
But even before that, man, you have to beat Man City by pressing. And Chelsea pressed the shit out of Man City.
No respect.
Shout out to Pedro especially, man. He was chosen for this team because of his quickness, his speed. I feel like he played a game to show Pep, because he was at Barcelona with Pep for years, won a bunch of trophies, Champions League, everything. Pep sold him to Chelsea, so he almost had a point. He was playing like he had
something
a point
to prove.
It looked like it, and dude, the way he pressed the ball, he was a huge component.
Pep wasn't at Barca when he sold Pedro. It was
Pep sold him, or he was there when he was with Pep.
He was
played
with
under.
Pep,
yeah.
There was Enrique
Then Pep left. Yeah. Either way,
Put it this way,
I'm not-
Burst the
he doesn't
bubble.
start- he doesn't start under Pep.
You guys have been sneaky with your mistakes. I mean, Tom's over here saying Firmino's been at Liverpool for 3 years. He's been there for 4.
All right.
Tiki said something about.
Well, you know what? Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
He's been that
Look,
good.
man. Look, man. We never said that we were the ultimate stats show. You know what I mean?
That's why you bring me.
I'm
That's
susceptible.
why
I'm susceptible to making mistakes. If I
keep me
make
honest
if
on
I
that.
make a
No, I
mistake,
appreciate
I make a
that.
mistake.
Hey,
It's
you know
cool.
what? I want you
But
guys.
Hey, wait, hold on. Let me check your stats. He left 2012, right?
Who?
Pedro.
He left in like 2016.
Oh, light,
bro.
16.
He left in Louis Van Gaal's second season, bro.
Pedro.
Because we were linked with him. We literally had everything agreed, but with the clubs, but he couldn't agree personal terms. And then the report was at the time it was because he didn't want to play for Van Gaal. He was like, "Yeah,
Who did?
I've seen it."
Di Maria.
Tony Martial.
Di Maria wanted
Tony
to play
Martial
for him.
did.
So
A lot of people
I mean,
did.
with this game, I talked so much shit about Conte and his new role. I was like, "Yeah, this guy's garbage at this role. He's not a garbage player,
He still struggled in this game.
but he
'Cause
scored.
he was
but
pushed
scored,
out
but
wide.
He can't, yeah, but he got
Scored
that
that
clutch
crucial
time.
goal.
What was it?
Eden Hazard
Lee Dixon might be my favorite comment man in the history of commentary currently, man, because he's a player. He was a player, one of the best Arsenal sides.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got some clout. I'll listen to what he's got to say. He knows players. He knows how to defend. He knows who's good. You can respect him. And he was saying Conte pushed out wide. He'd win the ball out wide, and then he had nothing around him. He couldn't dribble. He's not a dribbler. He's not going to take people on. Like, he wins the ball, he dishes it. So he was struggling up like until that goal.
And that's been the thing
But
with Chelsea
but
this
the
season.
benefit of him is he does get advanced, and he got that goal.
Yeah, he
And
got
and,
that
and
goal.
Eden Hazard did well, man. I mean, this guy's playing in the false nine role. No Morata starting, no Giroud starting. So you give him the responsibility. He's the best player in your team. The
hold-up play.
The hold up play that draws in that little area, that little left wing area. That's
Dude,
his pocket.
He's like
draws
5'8".
the men out. Come on,
He's not
But-
dude.
we-
He's so
we
strong
can't-
though,
we
man.
can't
He's a
forget,
fucking
though,
beast.
Before the goal, I can't really say multiple people on Chelsea did very well.
No, they didn't.
because
They didn't.
They defended well.
because they were actually because
City
a great way-
dominated.
because Giroud. People were thinking Giroud were going to come on in the second half because Hazard wasn't able to get involved with the game. He gets 1-2 touches here and there. You can't do that. You've got to get Hazard the ball. When he had the ball, yeah, I felt comfortable. But as a Liverpool fan, I wanted Chelsea to win rather than City, so that Liverpool could finally go to top of the table.
He couldn't help himself. He couldn't.
But
He couldn't
anyways,
resist. He could not resist.
But anyways, once that goal went in for Chelsea, everything changed. One reason, only one reason, confidence. Because everyone sees City coming in.
That was
So
epic. Son.
dramatic,
That was
you're
epic. Yeah.
I thought you were like Mace Windu, like just instilling that on
But
me.
you need to understand, because right now,
Uh-huh.
everyone sees City's dominance.
Forehand.
They said before the game, it was like they haven't lost in the last, like, I don't know, like 22 matches or
It's
21,
been crazy.
21 matches.
Even like the
in
goals they've
EPL.
conceded, like an out and out play, like a striker or a midfielder hadn't like out and out scored against them. It's been like defenders or like
Free
they'd score from
kicks.
PKs or set pieces. But that's how like dominant the City's team's been
But
this year.
when you see them rolling in, it reminds me of what
Hey,
people
fact
talk
check
about
me, Snacks. Fact check me on that.
with the
Gonna
dream
have to,
team
gonna have to.
coming in. All the other teams would go up for autographs, almost like like a little aura around them, like they're crap. We can't lose.
Yeah.
'Cause they're going almost like every team's going at them, like we need to get it.
Everyone's
try to get a
scared. They
draw.
have that champion fear. When you match up in them side by side, everyone's scared of them.
But one reason why Liverpool's good against them, one reason why certain teams are good against City, is why Chelsea was good in the second half. Because Hazard's not going to beat out any of those defenders in the air. Why have him drop back? Get in behind. Use his speed. And once they started using that, and the wingers, the defenders for City didn't so much seem lost. They just couldn't. They literally just couldn't keep up. So when you're facing City, you have to press, or at least you have to get the ball.
You have to
and be
pick
more,
your moments.
You have to be more direct.
Yeah, you do. You have to pick your moments when to press them. I say it all the time. Teams come into matches with City and just basically they resign possession and completely to where they don't even press them high up the field because they're so scared of them being broken down. So at some point you can't show them that much respect. You have to press them, get
It's like
them
a double-edged
uncomfortable.
sword almost, where you want to play more defense because you're afraid of their offense. But by playing more defense, you're allowing them to have possession.
Right.
So you almost have to press them and try to get the
Question
ball
here.
earlier.
Question here. Does this mean is
Double-edged
this
sword.
is this loss to Manchester City? What does this mean for the title run? Is this something that heavily affects like City's lure?
Well, I don't see Liverpool losing again. They're winning straight out.
Of course,
So-
yeah.
I mean, you got us next week, bro. You guys haven't
outrageous.
beaten us since Nam in the league.
What? Nam?
You guys
Since Nam?
Since Nam.
Since like 70s?
Since like the 70s, yeah.
Is that a
not
fact?
accurate.
Is that a fact? Yeah, I was like,
Is that Snack's fact?
yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
That's not
we're gonna have to
accurate.
check Snacks facts on that one.
Going back to the question, I don't think it changes much for City. I mean, it's Pep Guardiola.
Well, you got to see how
it was
they react,
one-off
yeah.
game. I guarantee Sane's not starting the next game. He was caught napping on the first goal. Let Conte sneak right past him for the tap in. He was hooked on the 53rd minute. Subbed right out.
Who'd they sub in for him?
Gabby.
Oh yeah, well Gabby.
Yeah, I mean it was
he's his own issue. He's his own
needed
problem.
needed a center forward in there. And I know he hasn't been 100% healthy.
Yeah, because that might have been tactical.
He was off, man. He was off.
His biggest problem is
mentality.
I mean, I probably
his focus, his mentality.
You have to talk about.
I don't know, dude. Yes, he wasn't as good as he has been, but I think he still had enough where he should have stayed on the pitch. Because
of course, man. He's incredibly talented.
Takes one moment, because look at Chelsea. They had one moment. They got the confidence and they turned around.
That's all
Same
it was.
Thing with Sane.
But he on defense,
so
he was culpable, and that's where City were pressing, and Chelsea were pressing. Chelsea were playing in the final third. They needed that extra element.
Well, you got to look at City too. I thought they were a bit cowish with their chances. Like if you look at like it was like in the 11th minute. I'm pretty sure I don't know who it was who squared the ball to Sterling, but he mishit it. Easy save for Kepa. Like it wasn't like City weren't in the game, and like I just think when that goal was scored at halftime, Sarri got it right in the team talk, and Pep didn't because it didn't get any better. It didn't get any
Chelsea
better.
came out flying in the second half
because of the goal right before half.
Yeah.
That is a major thing. Huss was talking about confidence. He made the epic dramatic drop, dude. It's a real thing. If you score before half, now your team talk, even as a manager. All right, guys, the game plan's working. This is all we have to do. And now Pep has to change his team talk.
But it's just only that the extra confidence of getting that extra speed of burst about taking on that defender.
Speed of burst?
Versus speed. Versus speed. Or taking on that extra defender. But the one...
And they were at home, too. They were at home.
The one crucial area that Chelsea was just unbelievable at, quick passing. They had less than a second to make a first touch out of pressure and or maybe a first touch pass.
You know why that's a great point?
Really impressive. How
you know
Chelsea
that's a great
handled that
point because when you're playing against a club like City, you have to be able to break the press, and you have to be able to do it effectively. If you play on a team that actually presses, when a team is able to break you down, your head kind of drops because you're not used to defending as much. City's used to winning the ball back quickly and then maintaining possession. When a team can actually break down that pressure, now you have to sit in your half, and that's what we saw in the game. City sitting in their own half, Chelsea having possession in their half. When's the last time you actually saw that in a game? You know what I mean? So Chelsea did a great job of that.
The first half,
breaking pressure.
First half, they're all in Chelsea's half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Second half, that's what they were able to do. And play counterattack a little bit.
Jorginho, he's in the middle. He's the guy that you think, he's
the maestro.
He's the maestro. He's the one that go where he wants to go. So many times. I saw 3, 4, 5 times. He was pointing to the other side of the field because they got the ball on the right or left, and they went back into pressure on that side. And he's pointing to the other side. He's trying to get his defenders to switch fields.
Yeah,
and yet David Luiz is just pushing the ball back into pressure.
It's easier said than done, man, because of how good the players are at executing their system.
And how fast they press you, man.
Yeah.
They don't
I
give you a lot
understand
of
that, but
options.
you could have turned around and used Kepa, and then also the outside backs were open when they were trying to switch.
Yeah. No, they were. It's just easier said than done.
But it was just one of those things where I noticed where Jorginho was trying to switch, and they never did, really.
Do you think...
Man,
Okay,
hold
so...
up. Go ahead.
Do you think Sarri should keep Jorginho where he is?
Yes. I mean, at least... But he's got to rotate. You got to play Conte there when you need him. You know, play Ross and play Conte back in his position and have Jorginho sit on the bench maybe. But that's never going to happen.
I think
you don't think
especially with how well Jorginho.
But look at Conte's role when he plays in that hole. You know,
that's where he's best, no doubt. That's where he's best.
He's evolving. He's getting more offense in his game. He's able to do this, so allow him to do it. If he has the ability to do more than Jorginho, and then also Jorginho, if you have a Conte next to you where you don't have to run, where you can be like Pirlo when he was with Juventus, when he had a Pogba or Vidal next to him, where it's like, do all the hard work, give me the ball. And then
Huss, you're on fire, bro. You're on fire, man. I have to agree with you on this because that's all N'Golo Kante has to do. And I make it sound simple, but he has to improve he has to grow his
dribbling.
game. His game, whatever it is, like we know
on the ball skill.
We know he's the best defensive midfielder in the world, like defensively. But you look at like a Casemiro at Madrid, what can he do? What separates him? He can go forward. He can shoot from distance on a consistent basis. He can spread the ball. His long passing is good. So that's the next step for N'Golo Kante. Like, I mean, we saw Luka Modric win a Ballon d'Or. For me, if N'Golo Kante can add goals to his game, imagine Kante scoring goals now. On top of being the best defensive midfielder in the world, like tackler and defensive. Imagine he adds like 10 goals a season to his game.
So the one thing I see is when Leicester got Kante after they won the league, everyone's like, "Oh, what a steal! What a steal!"
When Chelsea got him.
When Chelsea got him, after everyone saw what Kante could do,
didn't even get him for that much.
But like what 35,000, whatever. That was a bigger steal than what Chelsea. Because no one ever really heard of him before Leicester. No one really ever heard of him. After Leicester, everyone heard, and only Chelsea for the most part went in for him. Where was everybody else?
I don't know. We're looking at Garnett Xhaka.
It was a massive stroke by Antonio Conte at the time to sign him. He saw what he needed. But speaking of how to break Man City down, you got to press them. You got to push them, make them uncomfortable. You got to win the first and second balls, and that's what Chelsea did. I think David Luiz won about 20, and like probably about 10 headers in his own third. Including the corner kick, because Man City conceding set pieces. It was Chelsea's first corner kick of the game. Question marks over whether it was a corner or not. Pep was furious, going to the fourth official. It's not a corner. It's not a corner. But Michael Oliver said he heard off the studs. He checked the monitor. It was confirmed. It was a corner kick.
But even if it wasn't, at least that was the second goal rather than the first goal. Where the first goal would have still changed the game the way it did, and also. City didn't get a goal, so it still would have been 1-0. But at least you know what I mean. Where at least the controversy didn't come with the first goal.
I think you got to give Chelsea testament too, because midweek they lost to Wolves, and they didn't just lose. They just let it happen. They just turned around, spread their cheeks. It was like, come through, bro.
And before then, lost to Spurs. They got blasted by Spurs.
Well, they had
then they beat Man City.
Yeah, it's just like you have to give testament to
Sarri.
Sarri
Came out and he said, we have to play smaller teams, like Liverpool's old problem. Not so much anymore. We got to come out against the small teams like we did against Man City. It's a problem we have at United also. Talk about United.
So you guys got more than those problems.
More than those problems. The thing was that, like with Chelsea, like I'm sure, like Sarri has lost like a good 10 years off his life expectancy with the chewing of the tobacco on the sideline. So that did stress him. But like
chewing of the butt,
especially because I wrote them off. Like I wrote them off completely. I was like, Man City versus Chelsea. Man City are going to steamroll them. Like, how are you going to lose to Wolves 2-1? And it wasn't like a.
I don't think they were going to steamroll them, but I thought they were going to win. City.
Yeah.
I thought City were going to win.
A clean sheet, 2-0.
So when Gabriel Jesus came to City, and then he started doing so well, and people were thinking, "Oh, Aguero's going to get sold. It's end of his time." He was thinking about ending his career at City, going back to Argentina. Right now, after seeing his performance in the league and after seeing the World Cup, City are so lucky that Pep did not sell Aguero.
Yeah, I don't think he ever was.
No, what I'm saying is, but that's the rumors going around where you can see the difference in Aguero and Jesus right now. Because if Aguero plays this game, I have confidence that
Jesus isn't. He's not there yet. We see the potential.
He's another 2-3 years away.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
He's got flashes of world class, but he's not consistent. But
he came into the league too hot, and like he
came in on fire.
Yeah, and he started talking shit about the league. Like he was like, "Yeah, I thought the Premier League would be easier," and then boom, reality hit. This isn't just a.
It's tough, man.
This isn't a sprint. This isn't a Usain Bolt 40-yard dash. This is a freaking marathon, and you got to be consistent. And when you have a guy like Sergio Aguero breathing down your neck, you have no margin for error. Like that's the big thing. Like you. Especially like with the way Aguero had been playing, like Aguero had no reason to be dropped, like at all. And I think Pep just wanted to run it with Jesus to see what he had.
He had a muscular injury, is what they said he might be having. And I know they have Champions League as well coming up.
But speaking of injuries, man, City didn't really have anything to blame for injuries. They just got outplayed on the day. But Fabian Del filling in at left back, he was a main target for Chelsea.
Yeah, they kept
every attack was down that right flank, and Willian had almost a freedom of the park on that side.
Pedro was on
this was the first game.
But they were switching back and forth, you know what I mean? But like every time, get the ball wide, expose Delph.
Kyle Walker's
that's the weakness.
Kyle Walker's got techers. This guy can take set pieces. This is a new wave going on. Right back's taking free kicks. Is just
Trippier, Walker, fucking.
Alexander Arnold.
Yeah, well,
Tom?
Well, hey, it is what it is. He shoots it better than Kyle Walker on set pieces.
Hey, speaking of Liverpool, let's transition over.
Yo, Salah FC.
See, now I'm happy Tiki's not here because he's gonna come in.
Bournemouth versus Liverpool.
Salah scored a hat trick. He didn't smile. Bro, he was giving people the eyes. I don't know who he was looking at. He didn't accept the Man of the Match award. He gave it to James Milner. Bro, this guy would score, and then he.
I have a theory about Salah. I think he's still sad.
I think he's giving Huss the eyes. I
think he's still sad about the Champions League final last year.
He knows.
I'm in his heart. But no, if you're talking about my heart, let's talk about what you're talking about. James Milner.
Okay, yeah.
James Milner playing right back.
Put him in.
He plays left back. He plays right back. He plays anywhere in the center mid region.
He plays got your mama back.
He started as an attacking midfielder, forward. This guy could play goalie if they needed to. This guy is a machine.
I don't know about that last part, but okay.
Well, I know, maybe not goalie.
You know the thing is that James Milner's going to go on and probably surpass Ryan Giggs for most appearances in the league, which is fine. Because he's doing it at a second-rate club. You know, it's one thing to be Ryan Giggs and play for the biggest club.
Fulham this week.
Excuse
That's
me.
a win. You take
you're Ryan Giggs. You're playing for the team, winning trophies year in, year out, and you were able to set the record with that team versus your Milner. If he was at City still, all right, I give him respect. Float there for a couple years. Then he got old. He had to go down.
There's a reason why Liverpool signed him, bro.
Who's sitting at number one, Huss? Tell him.
Yeah.
Who's sitting at number one?
See you after 38.
No, it is what it is. But look, United only have one more trophy than
all right, let's not talk about
altogether than Liverpool.
It's Liverpool.
Enough with the second tier club.
Hey, that wasn't me. Don't look at me when you say that. Look at him when you say that. I didn't say that.
All you United people look the same. You're all just.
I'm wearing a Milan jersey. He's wearing a United jersey. Like I don't know where.
I see red and black. So.
Snacks is a Milan fan. In case you didn't know,
Mohamed Salah picking up the hat trick. Bournemouth, unfortunate man. I mean, they played well up until that first goal, which was offside.
That was an offside goal.
You know what? I'm very surprised that he kept that.
Well, man, the linesman was suspect throughout on that side. At least a couple calls he got wrong, especially that one, which was the big one. After that first goal, that was it. Because you keep Liverpool 0-0 to halftime, all right. You fight for one in the second 45. You get out there with a point.
Hard
you're happy. So, yeah, they were unlucky. And that was it. After that first goal, you have to come out of your shell a little bit, press for a goal, leaves you exposed at the back. Mo Salah's going to steal him for a hat trick, but a couple individual errors.
Yeah, you can't let Mo Salah. You can't give him any chances.
No, the second goal, even I think it was Cook tried to take him out, fucking down the Achilles, kept his feet.
Yeah, man.
Touch outside. Oh, incredible finish.
By the way, was that a yellow card?
No,
I don't think he called it because he didn't go down.
I don't know. I feel like
it would have been if he went down.
Well, I'm saying you can always bring it back.
But Salah wasn't having it. And that's what you have to get him credit to. We always complain about these players diving and being soft going down.
It was a messy move, man.
His feet.
That was a messy-ass goal. Keep your feet. Somehow bury it. No celebration.
Salah's been doing that, too. Like, even from last season, he's been scoring. He's the mini Messi, bro.
I find it hilarious.
He's the Muslim Messi. And,
the Pharaoh.
Listen, I don't know what it is with Liverpool rating single clubs like Southampton and freaking Roma. But they hit pay dirt every time. Like... They used to be the club that would sign players, and they were just garbage.
Milan Baros.
But now here we are, 2018, and they're signing players, and Jurgen Klopp knows what he's doing. I mean, Jurgen Klopp still has yet to win the big one with Liverpool, anything.
Wait, what's the big one? Champions League?
No, anything, just anything in general.
But
that big one, I meant the Premier League.
I was gonna say because with Liverpool, yes, but Dortmund he won the league over Bayern Munich.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think. We're at this point now where they're at the top of the league. They're still the only team unbeaten.
No, this is definitely
the best
a legitimate situation.
This is the best opportunity you have. Don't fluff it, Huss.
No, I understand.
Huss, look at me.
And your team.
Look at me.
Look, we're going.
We got to make eye contact.
We're done being the bridesmaid. Hopefully, this is the year that.
Hopefully not. Oh, that'd be so sweet.
You guys. But at the same time,
we
need to realize that we're only 16 matches in. But people.
He's talking it down.
If it was the others, but again, people they're freaking out about Salah. Oh, it's a 1-year deal.
I can't believe people are saying that
now has
shit.
10 goals, 4 assists in 16 matches. Look, here's the thing: if he does this and he keeps it up, we're looking at Salah having 26, 27 goals in the league.
And
then you also
Real
have
deal.
Firmino with like 4 goals and 3 assists. He'll do some work.
Well,
and then you have
4
Mane
goals
with
and 3 assists in the league. He'll do.
but yeah, Mane as well.
Okay.
I think it's like 6 goals and 1 assist. But the point is that this group, this tandem, they will start to grow again together. Look, the defense has been good, and that has been very rare. We talk about that all the time.
Van Dijk stopped the league.
To think that Liverpool is atop the league, not so much because of offense, really. It's because they keep shutting people out.
You see Matip next to him? What'd you think of your boy Matip?
Matip looked fucking shaky as a fucking leaf in a hurricane.
Nah,
Jesus Christ. Dude, he's rough.
Matip went up the field.
Matip looked confident.
Put a couple balls into the stands. I got you. Boom! Like Chris Smalling.
Thank God he was a free transfer.
Hell yeah, bro.
Because
he was solid his first season when he came. He was solid.
Everyone goes in on Matip, man, but I think look,
he was the new merchant.
He's not the best. He's not the best, but he's not the worst.
He's a great rotational guy.
Yeah.
Like when Lovren needs a rest.
Yes, but we bought him to be a starter.
Yes,
I know, but
Sorry, we brought him in.
He's also a young center back, so give him a little bit more time to grow.
You guys in your
26,
olds and youngs, I don't agree with
he's
that.
gonna be 30. He's old.
He's like 28, I think.
He's at least 26.
25. 27.
My bad. He's not that young. He's 27. I thought he was 25, 26.
6'5".
Here's the thing. So
And Van Dijk's like 6'5" as well.
I've been catching up on the PFC. I know the episodes came out a little late, but one thing. Hey, no, that's not your fault. That's Lib Sim's fault.
Hey,
F them,
be
bro.
nice to them.
Tom said that like
Lib
this is Firmino's like this is his year to like he needs to prove it because like he had a fire year last year, right? And I agree with that, but I think you have to look beyond the stats with Firmino and Mane specifically.
And Lukaku.
No, screw
Look
him.
beyond the stats.
Because their impact transcends stats. Like Firmino can not have a goal or an assist, but he still have like a 9 out of 10 performance.
Well, 9 out of 10.
Okay, I'm making a point. Like he will have like a game. Like he'll have like you'd be like, wow, Firmino had a game. Like same thing with Mane. So like if Shaqiri's scoring 2 goals and Liverpool win 2-0, like there's a very good chance Firmino and Mane had a great game. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Mane's on the clock like Firmino is.
Yeah, I've just seen him miss more.
You know what to expect with those guys. You're going to get a class performance, everything they got, 10 out of 10.
That's what I mean. So
energy levels are there.
Like Huss and Tom have been going at it over Firmino, so I wanted to back my boy Huss and let him know. Like, listen,
no, but what we were
we
saying, would you rather have Harry Kane or fucking Firmino?
Harry Kane's the best striker in the world. Harry Kane is the best number 9 in the world.
No, he's not.
He's better than Suarez.
No, he's not.
According to the Ballon d'Or votes, which are apparently gospel.
No, that's who had the best year. That's who had the best year. That doesn't mean you're a better player. Like Messi, what did Messi finish in Ballon d'Or? So does that mean the best player?
Modric had an amazing fall of 2018.
Would you rather have Harry Kane or CR7?
CR7.
It's just a dumb question.
There you go.
That's legendary.
There you go. So
all right, ask me Suarez or Harry Kane. Ask me
Suarez. Okay, so anyways, moving on.
Harry Kane. 10 out of 10 times, 11 out of 10 times.
Are we talking about normal?
If you're not mentioning Neymar, Ronaldo, or Messi, and you put Harry Kane against any other player in the world that's a forward, I'm taking Harry Kane.
Okay, that's you. I'll take Luis Suarez.
We need to expand this a little bit. All right, if we're playing a normal league match, Harry Kane. But if we're playing a big game that actually means something, which you can actually maybe win something, that might actually have a little bit of pressure, then Suarez.
Anyways, Harry Kane. He's still the best striker.
Time out. Was it England versus Nations League? They were down 1-0 to who was it? Croatia. Came back. Lingard got the goal, and then Harry Kane grabbed out of a hat, shot from like 25 yards out.
Look, I'm not saying that there's a large margin. There's not a large margin between the two.
Repeat.
I still think.
What was that for?
I'm just saying it was a big
League of what? League of Nations. Was it
League of
Nations?
You're only talking smack about it right now because it's new.
It's not the World Cup. It's not going for Champions League. It's not going for the last week of the league. If the World Cup
started as the time the Nations League was starting, we wouldn't be talking about the Nations League in the voice we're speaking of. You just got to give it not now.
Just
get it more
just the game for what it was.
I feel like Batman's gonna be watching this.
Either way, man, it was a game.
League of Nations.
Fuck it. England hasn't won shit since '66. Not a Euro, not a World Cup, nothing. This is like a Confederations Cup almost kind of set up.
Harry Kane's real.
I'm not saying there's any point to it.
That's my thing. Huss, chill out, man. Like Harry Kane is real.
I know he's real.
But Suarez edges him. I think. It's just quality,
taking,
man.
Taking
Just-
Harry Kane.
and by
Harry
the way,
Kane
he's
is
got a little bit
elevated.
more
By the way,
quality.
we're also
Harry Kane is
talking
elevated.
Suarez after his prime and Harry Kane entering his prime too. Because if you take Suarez when he's entering
Who
his
had more
prime,
goals last year?
I'll take Suarez now.
Yeah, no,
Who
I'll
had
take
more
him
goals
now.
last year? Who had more goals?
Yeah, he had a better year. Does that mean you're
and
a
the
better
year before,
player?
he had a better year.
That doesn't mean you're a better player overall, though.
Yeah,
Is he a better dribbler than him? Is he a better passer than
Anyway,
Suarez?
back to
He's
the
a better number 9.
hey,
He's a better number 9.
No, that's not
Has
true.
Harry
He's
Kane
100%
Hey,
true.
has
But-
Harry Kane broke Suarez's goal record in the EPL?
Not yet.
Oh,
Soon will.
Okay.
Been in the
I'm just
EPL
saying.
for-
He has the same league, same age.
That's fair.
But he's still got time in the league.
All right.
I
still
just
got
know,
time,
man.
man.
So he needs more time than
Just
Suarez.
saying,
Suarez
man.
only there for a couple of years.
He was there from what, 2003?
I'll be
3,
interested
4?
because I don't think Kane.
Okay, 2003 to 4, and he left in 2014, 2015.
No, not 2003, 2004. No, I'm saying that he was there for 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay.
So he came in with Andy
Hold on,
Carroll.
hold on. Oh, let's look it up. Continue with your talk. So I can
Anyway, going back to the game, Steve Cook scored a blinder of an own goal, back heels into his own net.
Oh, this is
Class
harsh.
finish.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
It was
What's up with Bournemouth? Was it Jefferson Lerman last week?
Yeah.
Arsenal scored
Rocket.
a goal a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he rocketed it into his own net, didn't he? Blasted it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's unfortunate, man. Bournemouth hard done in this game, man. 4-0 is not really, but that's when you play against someone like Salah. He's going to take every opportunity you give to him.
No Callum Wilson
the
either,
first two
man.
goals,
They were
man.
missing their guy.
First one was offside. No Callum Wilson was injured. Second goal, giveaway at half field, counterattack. You can't give anyone those chances, especially Salah or Liverpool.
So
That's the story of that next game.
the shot that Salah came across the left side and actually passed the ball into the net. That's what he was not scoring.
Talking about the third goal.
the third goal, or the fourth goal.
Well, like Salah's third goal.
His
His
hat-trick.
hat-trick
Yeah,
goal.
not the one where he dribbled around everyone and then he shot outside a foot.
Oh, that was
the second.
Okay.
So the one that he just got and he just passed the ball through like 2 players. To
Oh, yeah, when he got
players
his
in
ankle
net.
stepped on, yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
We talked about that
that's
already.
what he was. I know that. What I'm
What are
saying
we
is,
talking about now?
no, I'm going to talk about something else about that. So that's what we were
time.
missing. That's what Liverpool was missing from Salah. When Salah was missing the net, he was either just going too wide or over the top. He's just being unlucky. He just wasn't on target. But now he's finding that
His
little
confidence is there.
Exactly.
The composure is there. As long as Liverpool's this dangerous, I think they have a chance. For me, in order to solidify it, you need Firmino firing on all cylinders. Mane's been doing
gonna
well.
come.
Salah's been doing well. Firmino has to step up his goal output, not just
Mane has
what
to
you
start doing
do
better
to help
again.
the team.
Mane has 6
Mane-
goals.
Mane-
He did that in like the first 3 weeks.
Mane-
It's more than
Mane-
Firmino, though.
now
Like
he's
that, you know what I'm saying? He's
learning
got
to
to keep.
how to
Because
like-
that's where Firmino
They
fucking
have to
picks
help
up the
each other.
slack, all right? But he's not doing it. Anyway, the third goal from Salah, I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but that was a ridiculous goal. Rounds Begovic, has the composure. I don't know why you're not talking about it.
It was ridiculous.
He's
It's just normal. It's
That's
just normal.
that's
It's like a
standard
Tuesday
Salah.
afternoon.
He just grabs his lunch
This
pail
was
and he
on-
goes to
this was
work.
on Saturday. This was on Saturday.
Yeah,
It wasn't
nothing
a Tuesday
nothing
afternoon.
special,
Oh,
just
man.
normal.
It was a big win for a big reason. As you already know, Liverpool go top of the table by a point. City with the much better goal difference though. So if it comes down to it, end of the season,
All right, we're still.
Look,
Liverpool
it
can
happened-
score goals. Liverpool can score
If
goals.
Liverpool just win the rest of the games, they win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all
22 games. Yeah, no problem. 22 games.
And then
11 fixtures in December.
and then-
That's all right. Just win.
And then they can be the Invincibles, but better.
Nah,
Yeah, 'cause
You will never be
Invincibles drew
invincible.
more games.
you'll
You
never
guys
be
will- you guys
invincible.
will lose
Invincibles
a
drew more games,
That's all right, but you won't be invincible. It's okay. You're gonna take an L.
and they'd be breaking City's point record too.
That's cool. You're still gonna take an L. You won't be invincible. And I want
Speaking
Liverpool
L's,
to
I
win.
wonder who's going to inflict that L. Next week you go to Man United.
Hey,
we're gonna lose.
Coming
already
off
lost.
our biggest win in a year, 4-1 against Fulham at Old
I
Trafford.
feel like the Manchester United is just like a MTV show, like Real World.
I should've
Like
came-
everyone just hates each other. Like they're all like.
I should have came 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
when
landlord
Lukaku
coming in
wasn't
with
firing. It's BS,
I
man.
don't know what you're talking about, man. Everyone hates
This
each
is
other. If you watch this game, you would see 11 players who would die for each other on the field at the same time.
Why? Why is
And,
that?
most-
I don't see
Where
that.
was the
You're right, I don't
virus,
see
Al?
that.
Was there a
You don't
virus?
see that.
11 players that would die for each other?
Was
I
there?
don't see
Did you
that.
watch this game?
Yes, and I don't see that. I don't see. No,
Am I offside
No.
saying something?
Nah,
like
you're
that?
not.
No,
Yeah.
I
Thank
see
you.
a team that's getting along right now, but again, it was Fulham, the worst team in the league at the moment. And
Bring
they
him
also
back
had-
to
doesn't
earth.
matter.
Huss.
They also had a red card.
Bring him
Hey,
back
they
to
also had a
earth,
red card.
Huss.
It was 2-1 before the red
Huss,
card, wasn't it?
Hey, we played Southampton equally.
3-1.
We played Southampton not long ago. An equally bad team,
Boom.
and we played like shit. We
Get 'em out.
we did nothing.
Al,
I know.
It's not the
So you're
hey,
judging the whole
hey.
season off of 2 games.
The whole season, guys. I'm talking
Nah,
about the
Huss,
whole
be fair,
season.
be fair, mate.
I'm talking about the 11 players that were on the field. All right, Diego Dalot getting his first start in the Prem. He was incredible this game.
Yeah, bro, he's got moves.
Down that line, man.
So you're telling me Pogba would have died for Delon?
He wasn't talking. He was talking about the
Pogba.
11 players that played in this game.
Just on the field.
Just on
And
Fulham.
that's the point that Al's making, and that's the
This
point
is
that
something. Something we haven't seen in years.
I was subtly
okay,
trying
hold
to make
on,
this
hold
point.
You see glimpses of this in games over the past, the Mourinho era, the Van Gaal era. Since Fergie left, you've seen glimpses of a United like this, a vibrant side, fucking hustling to every ball, out working for each other.
Well, Pogba got
It's something
dropped
you
this
don't
game.
see.
Was that
Pogba
the thing?
dropped again for the second game in a row, and that was it. That was the trick. And who came
That
in?
was the
Putting
trick.
Snacks on the spot. What up, Snacks, your
that's
boy?
Listen,
Best
I like her.
midfielder
I
in
like
the
her.
world.
hold on.
I never said that.
No.
Man,
no,
it's
Snacks.
obviously,
Snacks said best midfielder in the world. Pogba.
Hey, everything we say is in the context that this is the bottom of the table, Fulham. Okay,
But you also played Southampton last week.
exactly.
So
We're
I
also
think
bottom
we've
of the
been-
table.
we've
We
been
play
str-
Crystal
we've been
Palace and
struggling-
fight relegation.
And man, you are a
We've been
mid-table
struggling
side.
against since the Arsenal game midweek when Pogba was sat again. We didn't ball against Arsenal midweek, but we gave him a game.
Yeah.
And we scored all
Sure,
four
hard.
essentially because we gave
Even
the ball
though
away.
you got a
twice.
little lucky because you got that Old Trafford offside
You got
home
lucky.
goal.
You got lucky.
Just like
from,
this
from
game,
two
you got
layups.
the Old Trafford
lucky,
offside
you know,
goal.
just committed-
Like,
Anyway,
fucking man, you always get that Old Trafford
I think this team.
onside offside
I
goal.
think this team's coming together, man. Marcus Rashford's coming into form. He's been doing it for England recently,
Better
not for
number 9 than
United.
Lukaku, that's for sure.
He's a better number 9. He played well at number 9, but even off the
Settle
wing, man, he
down.
finished the game 2 assists and a goal.
Hold on,
I-
Snack still has an answer for Pogba. Don't let him off
No.
the Pogba hook.
Go
What's
ahead.
up, dude?
All right. So here's the thing with Pogba.
You should go to PSG.
Oh my God! Here we go. Can I get a point in? No, I'm just kidding. The thing with Pogba is here's the thing. Last season, he's been with United for what, 3 seasons now, right?
This is his third, yeah.
He's in the midst of his third, right? His best season for us was last year, right?
Europa League.
That was his
Yeah,
best
last
season.
year.
I don't know.
I don't know if we're talking about stats
Last
and
year,
everything.
first year,
compared-
first year.
I know his
that
second-
was first year, man. Europa League and League Cup.
No, his second season was
Second
when we
season-
had Matic. I thought he played his best when he's had Matic. But
scoring.
here's the thing. Matic, and I'm not saying like that Pogba is playing bad because of Matic specifically, but Matic isn't playing well ever.
Did you see him? He was doing back heels this game.
I don't give a damn what
fucking
he's
balling.
doing.
This,
I don't-
this,
he's
this
balling.
sounds like a shift of blame.
No,
What does this have to do with
I'm not
Pogba?
sure. No,
Keep
no,
going,
no,
keep
hold
going.
on.
keep going.
Pogba
Keep going.
deserves all the blame he's getting. He deserves to be dropped. I said it about Zlatan when we had Zlatan. When he wasn't firing, you drop him. That doesn't mean I don't like Zlatan. That doesn't mean I don't think he's one of the best.
too. Me too.
Right? But if you're not playing well, you get dropped.
What I'm
But I
okay,
think
go
with Pogba as well is we've all said it. Like there's got to be someone there that unlocks him. He's a luxury player. We all understand that. We all get that. If Matic isn't playing well, that adds more pressure for Pogba to come back to defend. Look at the Crystal Palace game, for example. Andrews Townsend, who's like 4'1", bodied Matic the entire game. Every time there was a one-on-one between them, Townsend out-muscled, outworked, and destroyed Matic.
Wasn't Modric playing in the back 3 in that game?
No, he was playing...
The back 5.
We weren't playing a back three.
When he was playing defense that game, wasn't he?
Regardless,
Yeah,
regardless,
autonomy and
there's
all
no
that.
reason one-on-one you should be getting
But again,
out-muscled.
I don't know what that has to do with Pogba.
Or I can
If
tell you
you-
what it has to do with
I don't get
Pogba.
it.
Pogba didn't come back and help Matic at all, so he
I
was
understand.
running ragged all
Here's the
game,
thing.
so he was tired.
Here's the thing. With
So
Pogba,
the thing
that
is,
adds...
if Pogba
that adds-
actually helped out Matic,
That adds...
maybe
that
you'd
adds,
do a little bit
that
better.
adds there's no reason Matic should be losing those battles.
Yeah, that's
He's
true
tired.
too. That's true too.
That's a big
He's tired from handling. He's carrying.
Okay,
on
so
his
he's
back.
tired. He's out of form. What do you do? If you're a manager, what do you do? If he's
You take
tired-
Pogba off and you put
No.
somebody else on.
You got to
which
rest
he did.
Matic
Wait,
too.
wait, wait,
You got to
wait.
take him out.
Boom, right there.
Which he
Matic
has.
needs to be-
He's kind of
right?
rotated him a little bit.
No, he hasn't rotated him at all this season. He's
looked
played
fresh
every
this
single game.
He came out recently
'Cause this
he
midseason,
came
I'm talking
out,
about just
he came
this
out
week.
after the Fulham game and said he's been playing Matic consistently because he needs that experience in the team.
Fellaini has that experience.
Come
Not that
on,
championship, but he's got experience
Come-
with United. He's
come
been with us
on.
for 5 years now.
Experience
I'd say
like
Matic.
Matic.
Alright,
My thing with Pogba
And the
is
thing
there's
with-
no doubting Pogba is a world class player, right?
No.
But
Talent-wise.
he doesn't fit into Jose Mourinho's system.
Who is this? Matic?
Pogba.
Pogba.
Oh, so I thought you said
Pogba
Matic.
was
My fault.
saying-
I
what
thought
are
you said
you saying?
Matic, and I was about to say,
I know you weren't
you've been
listening.
with him like 10 years.
No, he just doesn't fit, and that's my thing. When I criticize Pogba at United, yeah, we see the work rate or the lack thereof, and Jose likes guys who are going to work hard defensively, especially in midfield. You think Man United is better off without Pogba?
No.
So you'd
Yes.
rather lose? You'd rather lose
I'd rather-
Jose?
hey,
You'd rather have Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Or
Your
Pogba.
point's invalid. I heard that,
Dude.
and I was screaming at my car. I was screaming at my radio.
Don't care,
Gylfi
man.
Sigurdsson, bro.
I
You
want-
can name any other midfielder in the world, but Gylfi fucking Sigurdsson,
Yes,
bro.
you know why? Because he actually passes the fucking ball when instead of dribbling until he loses it.
Bro, don't get it twisted. Pogba is a very frustrating player. He makes a lot of mistakes. But if you're comparing one for one, who's better, Pogba or Sigurdsson, and you say Sigurdsson, it's not.
Who's
That's not what he's
who's
saying.
more
He's saying he's
effective?
better in the
Pogba, when
system.
Pogba's on, Pogba's the best midfielder in the world. When he's on, he's the best
he'll
midfielder
score
in
you
the
a goal, then can cost you a goal. He'll leave you at a net game of 0.
Oh, let's look at the Arsenal game. Marcus Rojo committed one of the mistakes in the goal, the Lacazette goal, 100% his fault. What does he do the very next play? Ball to Lingard, goal.
You should have been a red card on Gundogan.
But that's a defender making his first appearance in like a year. Of course he's going to be a little rusty.
Okay, but he made the pass.
I think
this is.
I saw the Rojo. You go.
This guy's losing the ball. This guy being Pogba losing the ball at midfield and then not recovering.
Okay.
Look at Rojo's recovery. He fucking busted his ass. Ended up being an own goal just to try and stop it. Pogba would have just stopped in his tracks.
But he still made the mistake.
But you take him out of this team. And look at the fluidity.
We're playing the worst team.
Can we agree that Marcus Rashford is about this life?
Of course, man.
He's
He's got the hardest shot in the league.
Talent, like wise, he's on level with Mbappe. Yeah. Pure talent. Not to say his stats or what he's done, but pure talent, he's on level with Mbappe.
I just don't want to over Pogba.
I would not.
Hold on.
I wouldn't put him on the same level, but I would put him close.
He's not.
He's got a better shot than him.
No, he doesn't.
Bro, when have you ever seen Mbappe take a free kick?
Hey, bro, how many times have you seen Mbappe score multiple goals?
Pull up a YouTube video
here's
right now.
Here's the thing with
We all got
Mbappe.
laptops out.
Here's the thing with Mbappe, who's on his team, right? He's got Neymar on his team. He's got Cavani. He's got
Okay,
Verratti.
but even at Monaco.
He's got because he's had like other guys. He's not. Look, in terms of free kicks, I'll give it to you. Rashford, I think, is a better free kick taker, but a distance shooter. You see his goal in the World Cup.
Hey.
So I think that's pretty even. I think that's pretty
Speaking
even.
of World Cup, Speaking of World Cup,
and he's not on Mbappe's level.
Yeah, does
Rashford's
Mbappe
not on
start
Mbappe's
for France,
level.
the World Cup winners? Yup.
Yeah, no. Rashford
Does Rashford start for England? Sometimes.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Dude,
sometimes.
he should have played over Sterling for at least one of those games. He should have came in much earlier.
Specifically,
Rashford's nice.
Southgate was playing Vardy ahead of Rashford for whatever goddamn reason. But to talk about, now we're talking about World Cups. Real quick, Paul Pogba. We all forget the 2016 Euro in France. He was a ghost. They needed him to step up. He didn't step up. They didn't win the final. Yeah. That's the guy that we get on United week in, week out.
But they didn't World Cup.
The cracks were
2018 World Cup.
He fucking worked.
He stepped up.
But you're
so
quick
he
to
has
forget,
the
But
ability.
look at his liability. He
Hold
didn't cost France single-handedly the
your
Euro.
Your
But
short
he also
memory is
single-handedly-
you're quick
not
to forget that it was literally Pogba to deny City the chance to win the league against us. Where he was definitely at fault for one of those goals.
You always highlight this one game that he actually turned up to play.
Bro, he turned up there. Dude, he turned up in the Europa League final. He turned up in the 2018 World Cup.
You need to do it 38 games or you're not getting us anywhere.
No, and listen, I'm not saying that Pogba is completely innocent, but for you to say that you would rather have Gylfi Sigurdsson over Paul Pogba is ludicrous. It is literally ludicrous.
I think it was maybe I was exaggerating a bit.
I don't think he's exaggerating. I think I'm saying that
fuck off, Pogba.
Sigurdsson would fit better in the system because when I
it's
look
all
at it,
system based.
Get a new system. Get a new manager that'll
you
bring
don't
a better
need
system.
to.
Yeah, you do.
You don't need to.
Because Jose's proven he's a proven winner. Jose Mourinho is a proven winner.
His recent track.
If he gets his players, and he did not get his players, he's at fault for not purchasing the correct players. He's at fault for not knowing his starting 11. But we know if he gets it right, he's most likely going to win.
For one single reason why I'd want Pogba more than Sigurdsson is because he's worth more money, so I could sell him and get somebody that I want.
We're giving way too much talk to Pogba when he didn't even fucking play in this game. He didn't even play in this game. You know who played in this game?
That's almost the problem with Pogba.
Lukaku played in this game.
But that's the problem with
Lukaku played in this game. And Lukaku's got 2 goals in his last 2 appearances.
First goal at Old Trafford since April.
Since March, 9 months. Yeah, world-class strikers, 9 months without a goal from home.
Incredible.
People go on droughts.
1,000 minutes.
People go on droughts.
Zlatan goes on a drought for us for like 4 or 5 games.
Look who you're comparing him to.
Exactly.
Bro, if
bring up a world-class striker. Bring up another striker that has something to do with
Van
Lukaku.
Persie?
He's a beast.
Callum Wilson's a better striker than Lukaku.
Oh my god!
Are you kidding me
Who
right
has more
now?
goals?
You're already making that call.
Yeah,
Are you talking about career-wise? Because Lukaku's a beast.
I'm talking right now.
Does he have over 100
want to
goals?
talk career. Because Snacks looked up the stats and he knows.
Maybe if Callum Wilson had the chance to go to a big club like Lukaku did.
Well, I'll tell you what. Lukaku rarely gets hurt. Callum Wilson gets banged up all the time. So can you really depend on Callum Wilson for an entire season? No, you can't.
You can't depend on Lukaku, apparently.
Yeah, you can. Because he's got 80...
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Let's talk just the Premier League for a second. How is 16 league goals impressive?
Okay, it's not, but let me
Thank you.
Let's break it down. So it's his first year at the big club, right? That's what you're talking about. So his first year at Manchester United, he gets 16 league goals.
That's not good enough.
Not that impressive, but is that
16 league goals at any club is not good enough.
All competitions, 27 goals.
And 51 appearances.
That's more than a goal every
And he got, what about 7 assists? What about the 7 dimes he got? So
7
you,
assists.
yeah, 16 and 7 in 34 matches.
38 matches.
Hey, you have to
In
remember
league.
this is a rebuilding
30,
squad.
He didn't play out every game.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
my bad.
so this goes beyond snacks. This is going like this goes 3 years down the
Hold
line
on.
when Tiki and I were saying that he's not world class. Remember when we did
never
like the
was.
top?
Yeah, when you guys
we
were
did that
bugging.
top 11. But this
You guys were
goes
bugging.
back to exactly what we said back then. What he's doing now,
Those dry
still,
patches.
where the thing is he can go off for 8 goals in eight games. But from September 19th all the way down to November 27th, that was 12 matches if you don't count Belgium. How many goals do you think he had?
0.
0.
Boom! Got you.
12 matches,
Okay.
0
Fuck
goals.
this guy, man.
Yes,
Okay.
he subbed in for a couple of them, but almost all of them he started, except for I think 3. But the point is, he disappears, and that's the big thing about Lukaku is that he doesn't show up game in, game out. Because when we talked about Harry Kane, when we talked about Suarez earlier, those are the players that if your team's in a rut, you can count on them to get you some sort of goal one every 3 games.
But we
or
saw
one
him do
every
it for
2
Everton. We saw him go off for Everton.
No, that's when we talked about Lukaku.
No, he'd have like
no, what I'm saying.
he's like 8
Let me
games.
talk real quick because that's when he disappeared from mid-January-ish to March-ish. That's why Tiki and I were saying that he wasn't world class yet.
No, you say no. It was the suspect list.
No,
It
the
wasn't
suspect
world
list.
class,
Yeah, he was suspect because he would disappear
for about
a
8
month.
games. Like,
No,
And what did I say?
a month or
What
two.
was our argument? There are other dudes who we should put in this conversation. I thought he's disqualified
No, but
from
I'm
that.
saying, forget about those guys. I'm
Yeah.
saying that it's still the same thing with Lukaku. He disappears for 2 months at a time.
Bro, he injured himself on his first touch. How can you
almost.
He kept playing.
came off.
He
Hey,
kept
hold
playing.
on.
He came
Hey,
off.
all these stats are true. Okay, everything we've said is true. But he's still young for a striker,
He's
especially.
25 years old. He's entering his prime.
Okay, let me
Yes,
tell you.
he
You want to
is.
talk about 25 years old? Let me talk about 25 years old. How many? Okay, let's talk about Didier Drogba. How many goals do you think he had
Drogba
when he
didn't
was
come to-
25 years old?
He came to Chelsea at
How many
24,
goals do you think?
25.
No,
How many goals do you think Drogba had when
that
he was
was-
20, by the
that-
time he was 25?
No, I understand that, but that's an exception.
He had 43 goals by the time he was 25. All right, let's talk about another great here. The original Ronaldo. How many goals do you think he had?
We're also talking about a
67.
different time.
He had 251 goals by that time. Guess how many fucking goals Lukaku has by the time he's
What-
25 years
wasn't
old?
Ronaldo hurt?
Guess how many
Wasn't
goals?
Ronaldo hurt by
He has
that time?
over 200 goals.
Didn't
Romelu
Ronaldo get hurt
in his
by that
career
time?
right now? Romelu Lukaku he has over 200 goals as a 25-year-old.
I know, but
Explain to
He's
me.
been
Ronaldo,
playing
wasn't he
professional
hurt?
football
So
since
explain
he
to
was
me-
16 years
so then
old.
explain to me why he goes on that drought for.
Because the main issue at Man
Confidence.
United is not Romelu Lukaku. There's other issues that are supplementing. Is Lukaku's drought a problem? Yes, it's a problem, but it's not the main thing. And
No,
that's
I'm
my
not
thing.
saying- I'm
There
not
are
saying
other
he's the main
guys
thing.
around him that are fucking with Man United. There's Paul Pogba. There's other guys in there. Alexis Sanchez. There's guys
he's
around him
garbage.
who aren't
He's just a
firing.
garbage
player. Yeah,
And does he have the most quality first touch in the world?
No.
He doesn't. So, look, there's things that make Romelu Lukaku not the best striker in the world. But when we mention top 10 strikers in the world,
He's not.
he's
shouldn't
up
be
there,
on-
bro.
shouldn't be on
He's
it.
up there. And if we want to talk about current form, sure. But I'm talking about quality. I'm talking about overall
take
who are one of
Lukaku
the
or
best
Cavani?
players in the world. I'd take Cavani.
Yeah, me too.
I'd take Cavani.
And that's saying.
Who's older? Who's been doing it for longer?
No, I understand that, but we
That's
talk,
Cavani.
That's-
we
that's
talk
a
about
point.
Cavani all the time.
Listen to the company you mentioned Lukaku amongst. We don't say, hey, would you take Callum Wilson or would you take Lukaku? Maybe Snacks does because he's biased as shit. But if you really
Hey, I
look at
scored a
it,
bike with him.
it's always
I
Kane.
took a- I took a bullet
It's
for
always
you.
these other world-class
fine.
strikers. And
Would
there's a reason
would
for
you,
that.
Right now, the way they're playing, would you rather take Son
Son.
or Lukaku?
Son.
Okay, you want to talk about right now.
No, I know what I'm talking about right now. And you say, oh, we're talking about all these big
That
names.
doesn't define
Son's
world
not a big
class.
name.
World class is not defined by right now. Class is permanent. So if you want to talk about world class,
Class, he
we're
hasn't
talking
even showed
about.
up to class yet.
What about Eden Hazard? When
He's late.
What about
He's
Eden Hazard
tardy.
when Chelsea finished 10th? Was he world class? Was he a world class player?
What was this?
Yes, Eden Hazard was still a
Oh,
world class
Hazard?
player when Chelsea finished 10th place. So that point is moot.
And who was his manager?
Jose. And what's happening now with
and
Lukaku?
that's
Who's he
the thing.
surrounded by? By shit football at United who play
Martial's-
high school soccer.
Good.
But
Good. Don't say shit players because Martial's class.
no,
Rashford's-
it's shit football.
There it is.
Because the players are there. The players are definitely there. But
We saw
guys aren't clicking
and
on
that's-
Hey,
the
but
sense.
we saw these players ball on against Fulham. Yes, again, weakest team in the league. But Ashley Young, shout out to him, first
That
goal,
was a
goal
nice
and
goal.
assist, nutmeg, rifle to
That
the
was a good
back
shot.
corner.
That
It was
was
a
a
great
good
shot.
That's a good goal.
But down the right flank, man, Diego Dallo. This
Dallo.
guy's a future, man. Jose said he's the next right back for United. He could play for the next 10 years if he could. This kid's 19 years old.
I like what I saw
He
from
put
him
more
going
quality
forward.
crosses into the box for United than I've seen, and I can't tell you how long. Him and Ash Young had plenty of space out wide. Huss is already laughing. But dude, this kid's the truth. He's got fucking step overs. He's got defensive awareness. He reads the game well. This kid's the finished product.
I was going to say that. I'm surprised.
He's not the finished
I'm
product.
not the finished product, man, but
Yeah.
he's
If that was you with the Wolvie, you'd like, whoa.
Dude, you saw this kid play. You saw what this kid
Going
was doing.
forward, he's nice, but defending, also saw Kolasinac exposed him midweek with these runs. He couldn't track the runs in behind.
It was
So
his first fucking taste of the Prem.
I'm actually...
And he kept up.
all I'm saying is
Did
pump
he
your
cut?
brakes.
Hey.
Pump your brakes.
Okay,
That's all I'm
but
saying.
Within that context,
Are you going to call him special? Is he special?
No, he's not a world.
Hey,
He's not a world. He's
time out.
special.
He came on against an Arsenal side that hadn't lost in 20-odd games.
Damn
All
straight.
A
Still
team,
winning.
a team in form gets thrown in against a giant beast, Kolasinac.
Dude, I
held
like
his
the
own.
kid. He's good going
Held his
forward.
own.
Let's see what he's got defensively.
Yeah,
But,
of course.
see,
He
he's got
needs to get
defense. He's good going
he needs to
forward.
get tested more, obviously.
But from what I saw, he's
fullbacks
trouble
now,
tracking the
fullbacks
runnings.
now,
About
you
to
look at
say.
them, fullbacks.
Well, Hussy, what do you got?
I was laughing because the whole time you're talking about right backs, I was like, oh, you want him to be? I thought you would want your Crystal Palace boy there.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka.
I want Wan-Bissaka.
But make
bro.
him
Fosu
left back.
Mensah?
I want
Put him
Wan-Bissaka.
left back.
No, Fosu Mensah's got to come home at some point and play some fucking defense.
He's the-
Him and what's his face? Axel.
To Axel Tuanzebe.
Tuanzebe.
Tuanzebe,
With fullbacks nowadays, it's almost more important. I mean, like, obviously defending is number one for a fullback.
Paramount.
Back is in the name. But,
No, it's not. It's just it's all numbers now. It's like shooting 3-pointers.
yeah.
It's all stat based. It's all goals and assists. Look at Marcelo. That's the archetype fullback now.
Dude,
Yeah.
Ashley Young's a better winger than he is fullback.
Yeah, Ashley Young's just.
But
I mean,
with that
he's
be-
washed.
but-
He's past it. But I mean, he's still putting that performance. So still shut down Man City. Still shut down Arsenal. But like,
What's this shutdown? This
Yeah.
shutdown thing
but
is so.
and he'll come in with a cracker. But like, he's not a guy you play 38 games. He's not a guy you
shouldn't
play
be.
Dude,
60.
this
He
just
shouldn't
the fact that Ash Young is still playing for United, a guy signed by Fergie in like 2009. That was like 2012, 2011. A guy signed that long ago is still playing. Like we need,
Phil Jones still gets game time.
dude. Like this
And
this
that's
squad is
bad.
so
That's
the squad
not
is so
good.
outdated, man. But you wonder why the football's not good. Ash Young, he's got no left foot. He's playing left back. He kills us without that dynamic ability to
Who
go
puts
down
him
the
there?
line.
Who puts him there?
Dude, no, who else?
What
would
other
you put
choices
there?
do you have?
Promote
If
someone.
Luke's- no,
put
Luke-
Darmian out there. Darmian's
That's-
in ambidextrous or whatever the word's called.
I mean,
Bro,
that's-
he's put Darmian there before, and he's not a better option
he'll
than
do the
Ashley
job.
Young.
Ash Young's a
He's
better
a better
option.
left back than Ashley Young.
Not going forward.
Darmian's also right-footed.
He's ambidextrous. He can-
Anyway,
I know, but he's also
I love that,
mainly
hey, we
right-
spent too much time on United. Maybe
We did go in, but I just
shout
wanna
to
let-
Juan Mata
Oh,
get
yeah.
another goal. He's
World class. World
Can't
class
hate
guy.
this guy
the
at all.
third Spaniard to have 50 goals and 50 assists in the Premier League. This guy's a silent fucking assassin. Talk about numbers. Fuck you, Dele Alli.
He does
50 goals, 50 assists. He's with
No
Cesc
reason.
Dele Alli scored Spurs goal.
Fabregas and David Silva as the only two other Spaniards in this company. So that's respect. Shout out to Spain.
Look, every
Should
time
he-
he plays, I tell you, man, every time he plays, you guys seem to get goals. Juan Mata needs to be in the
You want to know
side.
why? Because he takes the game. Now I'm going to say it by the scruff of the neck because that's not true. But he takes the game, and he's not restricted on the right hand side like Martial is on the left. He's free to roam. He's free to do his own thing. I'm not saying that's the tactics. But that's just his game. He's best. So you can put him anywhere on the front line. You can even put him at the number 9 for all I care. But he will
No, you
move
can't.
around to create. Like there were times in this
creative
game. There were
playmaker.
times in this game where he was on the left hand side. And Martial's still there. That right hand side's still wide open, but. Mata's still making the play happen on that left hand side.
He never makes
And
a
then
mistake either.
Yeah, he's just
He's got that
consistent.
final ball, man. He's
You
got
know
that
what I
final
mean?
ball.
He scores big goals.
Snacks, I thought you had more for me with
know-
Lukaku, man.
Oh, you want to hear a point? Actually,
I thought you
I've
had
been
more
holding
for
it
me,
because
man.
you guys all interrupted me.
I thought you had more for me,
You
bro.
want to know when Lukaku got into the league? He got
Like
he
6
sta-
years ago.
Chelsea?
2000, his career started, what's that, 2011 with Chelsea, right? Didn't play much.
Hold
blah,
up.
blah, blah.
No, his career actually started 2010 when he was 16 years old.
Okay, 2010, regardless, still career starting. You know when Harry Kane got to Spurs? Want to know? He got in at 2014. Who's a better striker, Harry Kane or Lukaku?
Harry
And
Kane.
you know the thing is,
What does that have to do-
Relax.
What does
You
that-
make it
what
seem
is-
like
I
you
know.
no.
That's such a, like,
you guys
stat
are making it
The thing
seem
is,
like
but you guys-
Spurs knew what Harry Kane was. Look, didn't he come from Arsenal too?
Yeah, he
Right,
used to-
No one
then
knew what
he
Harry
got
Kane
cut
was.
from Arsenal.
and he only got in because of injuries or something.
Tim Shear would know.
So,
Tim
that
Shear-
doesn't
Shear-
matter.
What's
He
the
came-
point?
he
Time out.
came in.
I don't get the point.
You guys
Shear
all
put him
talk
because
about
of
the
injuries,
light.
I thought.
You guys talk about the light of like, well, look at who you're comparing Lukaku to. Harry Kane is undoubtedly top 3.
Yeah, he's a world-class player.
Exactly, right?
So you're comparing
like,
him to
why-
another world-class player.
No, I'm comparing. Okay, right?
You're
Compare
strengthening
him
the
to
argument.
like put him in his pool. Put Lukaku in his pool. If he's not a work, every time we compare Lukaku, guys, it's Harry Kane. It's who was it? Cavani.
Because
It's
of the-
Suarez.
because
It's the
he's-
best strikers
because he's-
in the world because he's part of that group.
No, he's not because it's a part of that group.
He's on the lower end, but he's still part of the group.
No, he's playing at a team where you're supposed to be a part of that group.
How did he get to play for this team?
I think
what did he do?
I think
There
it
was a
has-
What did he fucking do?
There was a need.
Do you even see how many goals he scores for Belgium? This dude, he bangs in
If
goals for
Zlatan doesn't
Belgium.
get injured, we don't sign Lukaku. That's a fact.
That's not true. You sign Morata. You sign someone. You sign a striker.
No, we don't sign a striker. If we have Zlatan fully healthy,
You're gonna depend on a
that's when you
35-year-old
start the rotation
Zlatan.
with Rashford. That's when you start the rotation.
Look, if we're talking about
That's false,
strikers
man.
being like grade wise, if Cavani is like an A- B plus, I think Lukaku is like a B plus B, and I think a lot
too.
of that,
You guys are
a lot of
too much.
hype keeps coming around because he's haunted by his potential in a way. Because when they see Drogba, when they see his size, when they see his speed, his power,
They don't
he
look at his
should.
touch ball right.
Well,
They don't
no,
look at his
but the
touch ball
thing
right.
is, he should be doing more things. And then again, he's also not getting the best passes.
He's not.
He's not getting the best through balls.
And
I'll tell you that. But at the same time, it's
How many
like,
sitters did he miss when?
but at the same time, there are 4 strikers in the world that can create their own shots, and he needs to do better at that.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
He
for
can
me.
do better at that. He
Not holding
he-
the ball up, creating
he
your own
operates
shot.
best, not best, but like in order to do that when he's at the right wing spot. I just think in this
Why was-
microwave society, we want people to do so much like now. We don't like look at the dude's career and what they've done, and that's to me your resume is what proves what's world class. What you've done for me. If you have 2 hot years, you're not necessarily world class. But if you've been doing it for a while, and if I'm looking at other great players, Wayne Rooney, the Messi, Ronaldo, by age 25, some of them hadn't amassed the amount of goals this guy has.
He
So
can
we
do
got to
it.
think about that,
It's
man.
not a
This guy's
question.
he's
a
class,
telling
bro.
stat is that
He's
Lacazette
class.
this season, who doesn't even start week in week out, has more league goals against the Big Six.
You know what that
Lukaku has
says?
it in his
That tells
career.
me he's at a better year. That's what that tells me. It tells me that there's, and again, context. They have a new manager, right? There's so many new
But you
things
talk
happening.
about that.
Arsenal.
You guys, funny point. You guys talk about that new manager bounce a lot, and I don't particularly agree with it because United have had how many managers since, and how many bounces have we had?
How many mistakes have we made in signing? Like, there's.
How
I
many
mean, people
mistakes have
can
we had?
Time out.
Signing who?
managers.
It's not.
Was David Moyes the right manager
Not
for
saying
the
he
biggest
was.
club in the world?
Not
No.
saying he
Was
was.
Van Gaal? No. Jose? 50-50. You know, still don't know until it pans out.
80-20.
But
And-
to sign Emery after Arsenal,
The new manager bounces in
some
an
guy,
all
a
in
guy with
every
a
rule,
philosophy,
though.
a guy with just a fucking game plan to
But you
go.
can use that. You can use that example with Louis van Gaal as well. Louis van
He was
Gaal-
over the hill. He was done.
No.
Okay, then with
David
Jose
Moyes was
Mourinho-
unproven.
Okay,
Like,
then Jose Mourinho's the same question. Where are the results?
No,
that's
you-
why it
you-
was 50-50.
That's not
We're
fair.
still waiting to see if Jose.
Believe it or not,
will-
Slacks, you guys have
will
actually gotten better with Jose. Like while
no,
Jose's
I
been
agree
there.
with that.
Easily got better.
You know what I
with
mean?
And
Jose.
So-
I agree with that, right?
And the new manager, but it's not an all in every rule, dude. Like sometimes it doesn't apply,
Southampton
man.
lost.
Especially
Southampton
after
lost this
succeeding
weekend.
Ferguson, you were only going to go down. It's like the dude
No,
at
I
Real
mean, I'm not
Madrid.
saying-
Like there was going to be no new manager bounce at Madrid because there was nowhere to go but down.
Okay, but then after David Moyes, we got Van Gaal. And I'm not saying Van Gaal was
Another
amazing
mistake.
for us.
But
He
there was
wasn't-
still
he wasn't. How was he a mistake? He brought us Martial. He brought us Rashford. He brought
There's
in
way
you,
too much Man U right now. It's way too much Man U.
You guys, I'm trying to wrap it up. You guys,
I know, man. I
those
got
guys
stuck
came
there.
through the youth
I got
system.
stuck
Yeah,
there.
he's been known to promote youth.
I'm just
Okay.
saying that when Jose leaves, there the effect that's going to be remembered is that Jose wasn't good enough. Like with Van Gaal, he was sacked because Mourinho was available. That
It
was
depends.
Okay,
if,
hold on.
If Paul Pogba
Before-
No, Louis wasn't good
for
enough
all
either.
the negative, this is the last comment for Jose Mourinho. For all his negativity, I don't have the stats in front of me per se, but I can tell you this much: when he was at Real Madrid, they say he left the locker rooms in turmoil, and he has said he poisoned the Spanish relationships on the national team between the two sides. But what he did do was he got Real Madrid to the Champions League semifinals 3 years in a row, something they couldn't piece together for years. You know, they couldn't win La Decima, they couldn't get there. He brought them there 3 times, semifinals, right before the final. Fucking shit went, this way or that. Never got to the final, never got a chance to win it. But he instilled a certain resilience within those squads that fucking we're not going to lose all the way. And he built the foundation that Ancelotti came in, won the Champions League the following year, and Zizou built off that. He that's what he does. It's not pretty, but he fucking makes professionals. What I say, soldiers.
Look, man. If you give
mentality.
Jose Mourinho a blank check, that's what he hasn't been afforded at Man United. If you give him a blank check and he gets his signings correct, and look, man, he needs to get the guys correct. If he gets his guys correct, he's gonna win a trophy. I don't know if it's gonna be Champions League. Or
He already
league.
has.
He's already won the
Europa.
trophy. You know?
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
already shown us that Man United can do it. So let's
But-
move on.
I mean,
Arsenal
Liverpool's
versus
impressive.
Huddersfield.
Snooze fest.
Until that bike shot by Lucas
Torreira.
Torreira.
Torreira's
Let me
about
say
this
something.
life, man.
I didn't rate this guy coming in. I don't rate a lot of guys that Arsenal signed
I know.
coming in.
Like-
except Aubameyang. I rated Aubameyang because Aubameyang is...
Because you knew Aubameyang. But I saw
I knew Lacazette too. I didn't rate him when he was coming in.
Don't
He
know
had
why.
over 100 goals for Lyon.
Why wouldn't you rate a guy like that?
Because, like, you're
Because
playing
he
in
does-
Ligue 1. You're... And, like, you watch the way Lacazette was playing.
You get over 100 goals. This is legit. If the dude is scoring that many goals, man, I'm just saying. I know you doubted him, but go ahead.
I doubted him, and Lacazette has proven me wrong.
Yeah.
And, like, that's good. And so
What
is
about
Torreira.
Torreira?
So-
Torreira came from Sampdoria. What did he do at Sampdoria up until the freaking 2018 World Cup? Jack shit. He did nothing. He didn't even have a goal for Sampdoria.
He's a holding mid. He's a D mid.
He doesn't get
He's
goals.
got 2 for
man.
Arsenal now. One with
He
an
wasn't.
impressive
He wasn't
goal.
scouted up based on his
Lucas
goals.
Torreira, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to be wild. He's
Hold
the
your
best
breath.
player. He's the best player Arsenal has signed since they got Henry.
Aubameyang.
Lucas Torreira is
I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm gonna have to do some research
You're
on
gonna
that.
call, you're gonna call
But that's
that
a hot
3
take.
months in?
Who's
Yeah, that's a
more
hot
important?
take.
If
That's a hot
Aubameyang or
take.
Torreira gets injured, who would you rather have, Torreira or Aubameyang? As an Arsenal fan, who would you rather have?
Aubameyang.
No, you know what? I got to pause because we have another central striker. We have Alexander Lacazette.
Not like
we don't
Aubameyang.
have another Lucas Torreira.
Not
We don't have. Think about it. We don't have another Lucas Torreira right now. We
Don't
have
act like-
another
don't
goal
act like
scorer.
Lacazette's
We have-
Aubameyang.
He's an Arsenal fan.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not an open shut case. Like, yeah, let's high five over it. Like, you have to think about it because we do have Lacazette right
Dude,
there.
he's been barely playing, and you guys have still gone 20 games unbeaten. He's not the linchpin in your side that's making you guys solid. I mean,
Aubameyang's real.
But he got the.
he leads the league in goals. I'd probably take Aubameyang.
No, like you have to.
I'd probably take Aubameyang.
You have to, but Torreira, hey,
It's close, though.
It's
It's
a fine
close.
line because
It's close.
he gives you that solidarity in that midfield, man. He wins the ball back. He fucking buzzes around that
He's a
midfield.
And he can
bro.
score.
The first-
he's got a
forward.
shot.
The first game I saw him play, man, I was like, all right, this guy can play. He's got fucking fire in his belly. You know, that's the type of guy that Arsenal need.
He said
And
with
he's got that-
Casemiro,
he's got
like,
techers.
Yeah, he said Casemiro, like, the difference between Conte and Casemiro is that Casemiro can go in and have that shot. Torreira is that player. And Torreira has that, like, thing that Casemiro doesn't have, I think, personally. He has that work rate. He's a powerhouse, dude. He's, like, Messi size, and he's playing, like, he's Zlatan
He
size.
He's a
he
dynamo.
reminds me of
Dynamo.
Santi Cazorla, stature-wise.
Yeah.
You know?
He-
Little
you know,
guy
and,
playing
like,
holding mid.
Torreira's been so important for you guys. Like,
Yes.
I think, and like, who got the winner this game when Aubameyang was? I know Aubameyang crossed the ball for the goal, but Torreira, who was the guy? Well, where was Aubameyang the other 80 something minutes? Before?
I know, but I mean, he also scored a brace against
Spurs.
Man, you know what?
No, I'm not doubting Aubameyang. Don't get it twisted.
He
I
leads
thought-
the league in goal. I'm
when
just
we-
saying, don't knock another dude down and prick another one up. They
I'm
can
not-
both be nice,
I'm
man.
just saying, like, in the context of like who I would rather have in my team.
Yeah.
Just knowing that I have Lacazette
How
on the
could
bench.
you choose Torreira over Aubameyang?
Just because Lacazette's there.
Yeah.
Because
That-
Lacazette's
that would
there,
be
you
the
have
only
a quality
argument.
striker
Yeah,
that can go and score. Look at
I
that- look at the
see
goal
that
he
logic.
scored. You
but,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you agree with me or not is one thing.
That's
but
fine.
Look,
you
I'm
can't deny
happy.
that logic.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's just ridiculous. I think
I
it's
mean,
heresy.
I said that Aubameyang was going to win the Golden Boot this year at the beginning. If all you PFC fans want to go back and listen to the first episode we recorded this season, I said that he was going to, win the Golden Boot.
Keep
So-
that same energy.
Oh,
Game 30.
100%.
So
Keep that same energy,
after not
man.
doing my fantasy for like 7 weeks, I was like, you know what? I got home from work at like 2:30 on Saturday
Save
morning.
us, spare us
And
the
I'm like,
fucking
you know what?
story, man. Jesus
I
Christ.
got to do it. I got to use the wild card. And then I looked at Torreira. I'm like, no. I saw what it was. I saw the price. I saw 5. I go, no. But then I'm like, oh, if I get him, because I was also like Anderson and Salah. But then I got in my own head. I'm like, nah, not doing that. I'm taking Sane. I took.
So you
I
didn't take
kept
Torreira?
Hazard, Richarlison, and then who was it? Shaqiri. I was like, nah, this. It makes more sense to get these guys.
So you
Next
didn't
thing I
get-
know,
you didn't get my
I
boy?
missed out on like 60 points, and it was like, I should just went with the gut.
Should have rolled with the Gunners.
But the problem is,
We're
whenever,
on an undefeated
whenever it's
streak
late
right
at
now.
night and I go with my gut, this is like the first time that it's actually worked out well. Usually those night picks, those late night picks,
Oh,
they come
yeah,
back to
those
haunt
night
you.
picks, yeah.
yeah.
You're hammered at 3:30.
Hope you are a glove for that.
Look, you know what I'm impressed by? I know we're kind of like we're seeing the glitz and glamour of Aubameyang, Lucas Torreira scoring goals. The dude who low key has been impressing me the most has been Socrates. Gotta give it up
So
to my
great.
boy Al.
Oh
Get you that jersey,
I was
bro.
I was shitting on Socrates coming in
Go
big
triple
time.
back, bro.
You should
It
use-
happened.
He
It's
did get
a
triple
warrior.
bag. So I'm not. Look, man, he's still a little suspect. He'll always be suspect.
You ride that social
because of
media
that moment.
fucking bullshit, fucking.
But dude, he's
fast
a
food nation.
He's a grown man back there. Arsenal for a long time
Greek.
have not had a grown ass
philosopher,
man,
man.
as a center back. Mustafi's more of a ball playing. Yeah, he can get stuck in, but he's more of a ball playing guy. We have to put Lichtsteiner in the back line as center backs now, like because Shelny hasn't been that tough guy. Like since the days of Sol Campbell, we haven't had like a guy who's willing to get stuck in like this and has the physical presence of Socrates. So
He's a
if he
beast.
keeps playing like this, man, our back line
He
it's still
instills that, too.
exposable, but he strengthens it.
Mustafi needs to get moved out.
And
He's,
there's
he's
a-
not
and there's-
about. I think even
he's
what's his name's over the hill. Shelny's on
He's-
on
yeah,
the
he's
downward
gone.
slide.
He is, but we're gonna need him this season.
He's a good
we're
guy.
gonna need him this season.
He's like your company. You know, you just keep him,
Yeah,
keep
he
him around,
is.
keep the team captain.
Mustafi-
plays 5 times a year. But dude, Mustafi's not about this life.
Mustafi is your version of Matip for Luke.
Lovren.
No,
he's
because
not that bad.
because he came in.
Yeah,
free.
Lovren's the
He
guy,
came
not
in
Matip.
free.
No,
Did
Mustafi didn't
okay.
come in free.
But the
we
thing
bought
is-
him from Valencia.
I thought he came in free.
You
We
saw
came,
it
we
wrong.
bought him from
You guys
Valencia.
Oh,
set a
okay.
club
My
record
fault
for
then.
him at
Oh,
the
wait,
time,
wait.
At the time.
Maybe for like center back.
Yeah, fuck. No, it was like a club record for
Oh, was
40
it-
mil until you guys signed Chaka.
Yeah,
The thing also,
Was it Lechsteiner or whatever his name is? Right,
Ozil was like
the right side of the center backs. Was he free? Oh,
Lichtsteiner-
Lichtsteiner
Lichtsteiner came in from Juventus. Yeah,
Yeah, he was
for free,
Yeah.
and then also Kolasinac was free. That's what I was thinking of.
from Schalke.
Yeah, that's the one I was
and
thinking.
he's been playing well the past couple games, man. He's getting forward.
I
Like
picked him up too.
I feel like Emery shifted
I love
the
this
formation to actually kind
You
of
can
help balance Kolasinac defensively.
But what I'm saying is, if Arsenal can find a way to get that main
Center back.
target center back like a Virgil, where you can poach him off.
Give me
Oh my goodness!
Nah,
Because
they're not
look,
selling,
here's
bro.
the thing:
No,
Arsenal's looking
bastards.
dangerous right now because if they
Guys.
keep that front,
Guys, I'm just
if
saying.
they take that front, and if they're able
Chelsea
to,
right now, 34 points. Man United looking far right now,
Uh-oh.
26
What are you
points.
doing?
you have to scroll down to see them.
Hmm?
Do you have to scroll down to see them?
Yeah, you gotta scroll down.
Mustafi was 35 mil.
Yeah, no, it was Kolasinac I was thinking of because he also came from Schalke, like Matip.
Where?
Schalke.
You actually said that well. Congratulations. All right, let's wrap this one up. I mean,
the
Huddersfield
thing was-
was sitting in their shell for the most
with
part.
The thing with Socrates going back is he's older, he's 30 something, maybe just 30. He's instilling like a certain belief. Like Rob Holding, who was Rob Holding? I know he got game time under Wenger, but
Not
Rob
like
Holding,
this.
Yeah, Rob Holding wasn't just he was playing well up
I
until
know, man.
Rashford decided to freaking Captain Falcon knee him in the legs.
They say he's holding it
Shout
down.
out to Rashford, the
Snake.
GOAT. But you know what I mean? Like
Bobby's the
that's
GOAT.
that's why Socrates is the right buy now, considering you were on a budget. And now you just gotta either break bank or hope that like some guy comes.
Just keep strengthen the weaknesses. That's been my thing at Arsenal for the longest
think you
time.
guys
If
still
you're
need
not going to
another
break
keeper.
the bank, we understand.
I think you guys
But
need another.
Strengthen the
keeper.
weaknesses.
This is very simplistic. These teams like Arsenal, Liverpool has gone through it, where you have to be able to buy quality players and keep them for at least 3 years. You have Aubameyang, you have Lacazette right now. Those are your guys. If you don't win anything, they're gone. So you have to start
don't
winning
know
with them.
about
No.
I don't know about that.
Okay, fine. Then Aubameyang's going to phase out. Where I'm saying with
That's yeah.
So I'm
That's
saying
the
like
other thing.
Liverpool
That's
are able
inevitable
to get
at any top
Firmino,
six club.
Mane, Salah, where they're doing
But
well,
they'll leave if
and
they
they're
don't
able
well-
to keep
do
them now. Where Coutinho left, where right now
Yeah,
Arsenal
that's
they
real.
need time to build, and in this market, it's so quick to turn over. Because if you have a player that's legitimate, you might lose him in 2 years because people have the money.
That's why Emery, he's not on the clock this year, but starting next season, he's on the clock.
And I think this is like right now. This is kind of a foundation year. I think Emery he understands. Like
It's still
all right,
Wenger's team.
We're not gonna. It's not even that. It's like this is like we're not gonna win the league. Like because even sometimes like managers will inherit players and they'll like those players. Like there's a reason why he starts Xhaka over Guendouzi, and I'm not. And Guendouzi's a kid. He's like a baby.
Yeah.
But like there's a reason why Xhaka keeps getting game time. Even at the beginning of the season, Torreira didn't start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it took
So
him
like
a while.
he's building a foundation. He's trying to figure out his stuff. Like I mean, you can see it happening with Ozil now. Like he understands. All right, Ozil cannot fit into my team. Aaron Ramsey, he even said it.
I don't
Aaron
know if
Ramsey
that's.
won't
I don't
fit
know if that. I don't know if that
Ozil
Ozil
can
thing
fit,
is
man, but
factual.
just per game.
Yeah.
Like he's not, if it's a like you said, a physical game or very like you need
Ozil can't
work
fit
rate,
that.
he's not going to play.
But even
He's
then-
getting phased out. It seems like if he can win without him, then why play him? Bring him in when you can.
Look, it seems like that, but the I guess printed release was that his back has been hurt, or he's been a little bit injured. So Speculation.
There's a report saying that he just doesn't fit into the team and he doesn't want.
Most
it.
important thing that Emery does is make.
Yeah, that sounds like more like speculation.
He makes the players want to be there, like we talk about Liverpool,
Ramsey
or
doesn't
when
wanna be
Conte
there.
first started at Chelsea, not when
even the
John
locker
started
room?
happened.
Yeah,
But,
if you're talking about the locker room, Ramsey doesn't want to be there, bro.
That's one player, but everyone else. When
But
you
you're saying-
see,
but you're saying
like,
he's
we-
bringing this-
as the majority, yeah. You got to weed out some players here
Yeah.
and there, but the majority of those Arsenal players want to be there, and they feel that excitement of winning the game because when you can get that feeling from your players that they actually enjoy being there.
New manager, new system.
Guess what? Those players talk to other players. It's just a snowball effect. Once you start doing it, finally that snowball gets bigger and bigger. You just have to keep on getting those.
How does the snowball effect work?
Got him.
But on that thread of keeping players together for more than 1 year, multiple years, keeping the same 11, bringing quality players in and holding on to them, Tottenham Hotspur going away to Leicester, winning 2-0.
Smooth transition.
Dele Alli, bro.
Smooth
Dele
transition.
Alli.
Dele Alli scoring again. He's back on it. Don't talk shit about this guy, man.
I don't get it,
This
Al.
is why he needs to play as a false nine, bro.
I don't get it, man.
If they're playing two up top, bro, Dele Alli's got to be next to flipping.
At the very least, this is a dude you reserve
Harry
judgment.
Kane, bro. I'm telling you, he doesn't provide anything when it comes to creating chances.
I'm done talking about
But
it.
Dele Alli,
I got nothing
Dele
more to
Alli
say.
will pop one in,
He's
bro.
gonna ride it out until he falls off,
Dele-
or if he shoots a superstardom. You know, I don't care anymore. I'm
You
done
love
with this
him.
guy.
He's your favorite player.
He's infuriating.
You like him better than Gylfi Sigurdsson.
No, I don't. I like Gylfi better. I take Gylfi all
took
day,
you a
man.
second
Dude,
there.
Gylfi's fucking nice,
It
man.
took
I don't know
you-
why you don't see that. I
He misses
see.
penalties like it's his job,
No, he
bro.
doesn't.
He bangs in free kicks like
Last
it's his
time,
job, though.
last time I was here, bro.
Dude, everybody misses. Ronaldo misses penalties. Messi misses
I don't
penalties.
give a
Everybody
damn.
misses.
He misses them on a consistent basis.
Consistent,
Bro,
Where's your
he's had
stat
at
sheet?
least
Where's
five,
your
he scored maybe two.
Where's your homework?
Yeah.
Huh? Bring your stat sheet. and talk to me.
Let me
Gotta
look
back
it
it
up.
up.
Let me
Gotta
look it
back
up.
it up.
So
though, man.
this was the game of Son Heung-min coming in, goal and an assist, right on the stroke of halftime. Man, his first goal. He had a couple shots prior to that. Sent one into the back row of the stadium.
Lefty Shirley,
But
man.
dude, he cuts in on left foot all day. I've seen him do this multiple times. He's left or right.
I think Lucas
Power
Moura was
stroke.
making a run wide open. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna.
But
I'm not
this is
passing it.
why at the beginning of the season, I know that there was international duty for Son, but I was saying that when there isn't, there's no reason why he should not be starting over Moura and Lamella. This guy, from what he has done, not just this year, but for the multiple years, and when Harry Kane went down for multiple games, who was there to keep them up? It was
right
Son.
up. Step right
time
up.
in, time out, again and again and again. And this guy, he gets no respect. I mean, from
I mean,
the
he's getting-
no,
he's
he
getting it
gets
now.
He gets
he gets a
respect.
little bit.
He
No.
gets a lot of respect now.
He's getting it
No,
now.
he's starting to get it, but he's done so much. He's
I
not
think-
he's not a guy that's been on a great
You
team.
think it's Asian bias?
No, I don't know. no. That's legitimate.
Legit,
because-
bro. Like, how many Asian bowlers have we seen? We've seen some, you know,
Shinji Kagawa.
Honda,
Legend.
like Park Ji-sun. We've seen these, but it's more rare in the EPL.
Dude, he's the best South
I mean,
Korean.
Al.
I think he's the best South Korean to ever play outside of South Korea so far. I mean, Park Ji-sung was one.
Yeah.
I think he's taking it to new levels though.
Another great Asian, Shinji Kagawa, bro.
Shinji
Yeah.
Kagawa as well.
He's good too.
Fucking
First Asian to score a Premier League hat trick.
Really?
Yeah,
Fun fact for you, though.
there it is. Snack fact. By the way, Gylfi
Okazaki.
Sigurdsson has had 4 penalties. He scored one of them, and of course it was against Man United.
And when's this
This
past year?
this season right now going on. He's had 4. He scored
Alright.
one.
Yeah, because
That's
he's not James
legit.
Milner.
That's legit.
It's a 25%. I mean, I'm just saying.
so he
doesn't
misses
score
penalties.
That's
Pogba
legit.
misses penalties.
I don't give a damn.
James Milner doesn't.
He's got more goals. He scores those outside the butt Schurlers.
All right, Spurs,
But in
Leicester
this
City.
game, we talk about Son. He got the start. Harry Kane on the bench.
Rest, bro. You need to rest them.
Well, they got Champions League midweek. You know, Spurs going up
And
against
it's Barca. This is a huge game. man.
end all be all, do or die game.
They're
I
at
think
the
they
camp,
have to,
right?
What is it? Do you know what the points is for that group?
Oh no, it's
get
a
it
do
for you.
or die for Spurs.
They're not going to be.
It's at the Camp Nou.
We've seen people beat Barca before.
I mean, we've seen them.
They
bro.
did.
So
Wasn't-
as it
Oh, no, that was
stands,
Madrid
so
that
as
did.
it stands now,
They-
You confused
No.
Madrid for
No, I'm
Spurs.
saying Spurs beat Madrid last year.
Oh, okay.
twice. So
someone
or
beat-
once.
Once. And
But
they tied
yeah,
them
and they
the
tied
other
the other game. But as it stands now, Spurs in second place, 7 points, tied with Inter Milan on 7 points.
They need it.
So if they lose and Inter Milan draw, they're out. They need a result.
Do they
win.
need to win or do they just need a draw?
If they draw and Milan draws or International draws, they're in. But if Inter wins,
Who's Inter playing?
PSV.
Oh, bro, PSV. You better pray. You better pray, Spurs fans.
It's gonna be tough, man. But Harry Kane's gonna be fresh for that game. came in this one still. Eriksson came in, get a run out.
Yeah,
but
ever since they said, but
man,
been playing a little banged up.
This
too.
is just another. I mean, Spurs keep adding on to their best league start since like 1961.
Leicester was just outmatched,
36
man.
points.
I mean, James Madison. I like how this kid's playing, but again, just didn't really get on the
It's too early for him, bro.
like stat sheet. For me, Wes Morgan, what a tackle, man! He had an amazing tackle
He had a
in this game.
He had a pretty solid game.
Yeah, he rewound the clock a little bit in terms of like
caught out with Dele Alli
some
scored,
one-on-one stuff, but then
Caught
he
out.
did get
Caught
exposed. And look, I got
That was a ridiculous cross.
Give credit
by
to Spurs,
Son,
man.
All right, that was a ridiculous cross. See how much curve he put on that ball? He was
Yeah, but it was like right,
heel.
the keeper made a mistake. The keeper,
Gasper?
like, it was close. It was close enough for him to go out and like hit it. And
He got jinxed.
Gotta give
and then Dele Alli's like, dink.
let's give Serge Aurier his credit too. I know we kill him sometimes for being
Sergio
a goofy bastard out there and just being off positionally,
defense,
but
yellow cards.
Serge Aurier got himself an assist this game as well. So shouts to him. Next match, fellas, into the quick touch. No people.
Oh,
Beep.
I was actually going to bring up real quick Leicester without Vardy. I mean, are they a relegated team without Vardy?
No,
Maybe.
but they're not.
I don't know,
They're
dude.
not.
Their collection,
They're not top
brother,
10.
fine.
I don't know,
They're not,
maybe.
they're not top 10 without Vardy.
Because the reason why I say maybe is because he's got that fighting spirit. He's that not only experience, but just, culturally. So if once
Even
Vardy
you can
does
have that in
move
the
on
back
and
room.
retire,
You can have that back. You can have that in the background though.
they're lucky to have Wes Morgan and these guys who have that culture. Once those guys leave, the champions of Leicester, things could change rapidly.
Well, I mean, Schmeichel is a big reason too because they had Conte, Mahrez,
They got the
Vardy,
spine.
and they had Schmeichel. But
little
if
bit of
Vardy
it.
stays injured, we see from so many teams how hard it is to find a day in day out type of striker that can score consistently.
Where's Iheanacho?
He's
My
coming.
dude,
Where's
man.
Iheanacho, Tom?
Yo,
Wait,
man, my
bro.
boy is
Where's
not
this
been,
guy?
he
Just
hasn't
wait,
been
bro.
performing
That's
up
guy's
to
a
snuff.
ghost.
There's a lot of plays that just they're just flash paper. They go up in the pan nice and quick. But the thing,
Flash paper.
Poof.
Do you use that for cooking? Or?
No, flash paper is like a magician.
Dude,
You
Iheanacho-
light it up and it just goes up.
Iheanacho got subbed out in the 56th minute.
But
Why
I'm
y'all
saying
going
that
in on
He's
my
getting
boy,
he's
man?
getting his
Less-
chances.
Leicester needs to be afraid because they
No,
still.
they don't.
Yes, they do, dude. I'm not even talking about next year.
Relegation.
I'm not talking about 1 year after Vardy. I'm talking about the year, like maybe 2 years after Vardy. If they don't find that replacement, look,
That's what I said,
Schmeichel's
maybe.
getting up. Well, it won't be getting up there, but I'm just saying Schmeichel might want to leave.
Yeah,
and then
you got Mark Maguire in the back.
Maguire's going to be gone this summer.
No
Yeah.
one's guaranteed to stay in the EPL, especially if you're out of that top six in terms of financials coming in. No one's guaranteed to stay in the
And
EPL.
plus, you can't keep selling all your players because look at Monaco right now in France.
Yeah, but I mean, to
Damn,
be
yeah.
fair, their recruitment after has been absolute garbage.
That's because he went to Arsenal. The head of recruitment went to Arsenal.
Okay, but like,
Wrigglesworth.
let me,
And,
I manage
and
AS Monaco.
what's Arsenal doing right now?
Hold on. I
Work.
manage
Work.
AS Monaco and Football Manager, and
Doing
I
work.
sold all those trash players that Monaco guy brought in, and I've won the league. God knows how.
You know
many
what you
times.
need? You got to meet with Thierry Henry and then show him
He's about
what
to
to do.
listen, and I told him,
Yeah.
bro, I'm like, listen,
Show
the
him what to
man
do.
I
next
can't
doors-
believe you even said that.
Are we in the quick touch?
Yep.
This-
West
that's a
Ham
quick
versus
touch.
Crystal
I got you.
Palace. Fly,
I
Eagles,
know I have that
don't
after that.
fly.
Dude, this hurts, man. Crystal Palace take the lead early through James McArthur.
That was a good goal.
Two goals on the bounce. Two scrappy goals.
We
pretty
take
much.
those.
I was my prediction was that Palace was going to win this game. I was feeling good when they went up. It's like, nice. I see it. I saw it coming. What I didn't see coming was my boy Willie Zaha not getting a goal nor an assist, even though, he did have a performance and he was being lively.
Picked him up in fantasy. Didn't do shit.
But tell you
Robert
who
Snodgrass did.
So did
That
Felipe
was a
Anderson.
great goal. Oh,
Robert
Felipe Anderson.
Snodgrass had a goal. Felipe
Another
Anderson had
player
another
that
goal.
has been linked with United.
Lefty.
This is
Sure.
West Ham's third win in a row. Pellegrini getting it right over there for the Hammers. Issa Diop, yellow card, 38th minute. He went on to finish.
What a legend.
My man.
Just a free kick goal, Felipe Anderson?
No, Felipe Anderson got the ball. From
No,
another one.
top of the box.
He
Oh, yeah, then the
Sure.
Sherrill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the open Sherrill.
passed
Oh, my
it.
God.
By the way, when was the last time that Zaha got a goal?
You tell us.
September 15th.
Little
Yeah.
drought. He's been on
Little?
a drought.
Dude,
It's like a Lukaku
hit
drought.
the-
I'll tell you what.
but he hit-
How
he
many
hit the
games of
crossbar
Palace?
last
How
week.
many games of Palace won? That would be an interesting stat right there.
None.
How many Palace? Yeah, games of Palace won since he's been on that little drought.
I'm a big Pellegrini guy due to the fact, and this is why. When Mancini and City won the league, it was Balotelli who got the assist.
Mhm.
Go, Huss.
it was no.
Crystal Palace has won one game
There you go. There's a correlation and causation.
So,
Yeah.
and Pellegrini had the balls to sell I love Balotelli. One of my favorite players, but he's a head case. He's a head case. And he sold Balotelli, got rid of the Deadwood with even Dzeko as well. Not saying Dzeko isn't a baller, but at City wasn't doing it.
This wasn't fitting.
And boom, look what's happened. Look what's happened with City. Look at that revolution that's happened.
Imagine they did that with
Pellegrini set
Pogba.
the foundation.
Imagine Man U traded Toni Kroos for Paul Pogba.
I don't want that.
Yes, I know they might be the same tier.
What?
Now,
You can keep Toni Kroos, Real Madrid in your
What?
shit season.
Toni Kroos?
I'll bring Toni Kroos in for 100 mil, sure, but not for Paul Pogba. No.
Hey, quick touch.
Okay, so I know I brought up the other team.
Yeah, that was.
But Crystal Palace, are they the same level as Leicester? Because what if Leicester just put in a huge bid for Zaha? That's the new Vardy.
That's no way. They're not
That's
gonna do that.
that's
They
a
don't got that
lateral
kind
move.
of
They're the
money.
same level.
If
Yeah, it's a
Zaha's
lateral
leaving at the
move.
top 6 side or he's going abroad.
Leicester's above Palace at the moment. Moving on.
Yep. well played out. Yeah, keep
Quick
that energy.
quick
I
touch,
love it, man. Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle 1, Wolves 2. This would be Espírito Santo is back.
Come on.
My boy is back. And they were wilding out.
Wolves have already managed more wins this season, 6 in their opening 16 games, than they did the last time in the Prem when they only won 5. So the road to survival is looking good for Wolves this time.
But
this was
2 wins
scary.
on the bounce within
Yeah.
4 days. Beat
But remember,
Chelsea
they were doing
midweek.
work against the big teams, and they were
did.
dropping points against the lower teams,
Yeah.
and that's what we're saying.
like
You have
Liverpool
to
to
win
me.
these games. That's what Liverpool were like a couple years ago.
So basically, as it goes, I mean, this year really hasn't been great for fantasy wise because I've been doing a lot of stuff, but also, look, I'm just not
Lost
in the
your
same.
magic
I'm not
house.
in the same vibes because last week, who did I call out?
Jota?
Was he done in the last 2 games?
Scored
Work.
2 goals.
He scored. I'm like,
And bro, the game win. How about the game win? Okay, so who was that actually got the goal? Doherty actually got the winning goal, but it was all Diogo Jota dribbling down the flank, beating like 2 or 3 plays, ripping a shot too hot to handle for the goalie, who spilled a rebound in for Doherty. So I mean, you're right, man. This dude's been doing work.
and he scored he scored 18 goals or so in the championship. He knows how to score.
They needed this game. This was major. I know Newcastle's going to feel hard done on the red card. Yandre Yedlin, bad touch. He takes a touch towards his goal. Too big of a touch. Jota pounces. This was kind of touch and go. I didn't think it was a clear-cut red. I know he was in on goal, but I thought I saw another center back within the vicinity. So when I initially saw it, I thought yellow card. Any debate for that or no?
No, I was just going to say after the game, we have a new supporter for VAR. Benitez already saying that because of Mike Dean, he wants VAR.
Yeah, bro.
Well, no, you didn't say it like that, but it's kind of
So
like
does
straight
Chuck
up calling
Austin.
him out.
So does your boy Chuck Austin. I heard his rant a couple of weeks ago. That guy's a madman, bro. No
Well,
filter, bro. He's
that's
just
why he's
like,
the man.
get Vaughn, get anything in here?
That's all like it is,
Wolves
man.
up to 10th place, though, man. Relegation looked real. Back into 10th. So,
Next game, Burnley versus Brighton.
Snooze fest.
My
Next.
goodness, these guys, man.
these guys.
This feels like their first win in a long time here, man. And I thought Brighton was gonna win this match.
I did too.
Yeah, but they didn't. Burnley at home,
I
scrappy
think
goal.
they had an 8-match winless run, Burnley. They finally fucking broke it.
Tarkowski.
Tarkowski with the scrappy fucking
Header or
ricochet
whatever.
ball, whatever the hell it
Yeah.
was. Fucking pinball there. Early goal for them. Or
I just sold
goal,
Hart.
goal right before halftime.
I feel like we wrote Brighton off, and they've kind of been the sneaky team. Well, at least I,
mean,
did.
They beat us.
Exactly,
Oh
they've
my
been the
God.
sneaky team that's kind of like been getting points here and
Dude,
there.
they're in 12th. Like they're holding up. They're doing better than Palace.
Just
tell you
when
that
you
much.
pick them, they go on, they flip flop on you. But that's all right. Next game, Cardiff 1, Southampton
Neil
0.
Warnock is on a vibe.
Southampton, he is.
Neil Warnock is on a ting right now.
Cardiff is feeling it, man. They're
And he's-
partying
he's-
down in
and
Wales.
He's like, yeah, listen, like, we might be winning, but we need a striker. And they identified a guy from Nantes. I don't know his name, but he has more goals than Ronaldo and Messi right now. In all
Oh
comps.
shit!
So, I mean, like, he's looking. Should get that guy from Genoa, but
this dude Bamba's a beast, man. It's just a rock in the back for Cardiff and Southampton guys. I think are they relegated? Is Southampton done?
they don't got
Well,
offense.
they
don't
got
got
the
defense.
new manager there, Ralph Hasenhüttl.
Finished second with
I
Leipzig.
can't say his name, man.
Hasenhüttl.
Hasenhüttl.
Yep.
Yeah, first game in. I had Southampton winning with the new manager bounce that we've been talking about earlier.
And you know what?
It didn't work for me.
But it was a ridiculous error by fucking Vestergaard.
Yeah.
This was a horrendous error. You couldn't have predicted this. I mean,
Dude, Southampton are
Come
saying
on.
he's the worst player in the Premier League. Southampton fans savage him. Yeah, trying to do a back pass.
oh.
I didn't pass it to anybody, and then
I think they see in him, or they saw in him, Virgil van Dijk's stature, and they were like, because he's like 6'6", like Vestergaard's huge, and they're like, yeah, this might be the guy who could kind of supplement or replace Van Dijk, and he's been the complete opposite, man. Absolute shambolic for Southampton.
Hey, it happens though, man. I mean, it's bad back pass. I've seen that many times before.
Am I wrong to say
I know,
that
but
Forster's
man, no, this one was raw, bro.
Forster's not injured, right? He can play.
It's just not a good
Forster?
I'm not sure, man. He was injured for a while.
I don't know. I would take him.
Take him over to Gea?
No,
I would.
at Southampton.
McCarthy. Yeah, McCarthy.
But I'm saying like he did good in those other years. He wasn't the best, but he did work and they
Yeah,
stayed
he
up.
was-
But right now they're not. Yes, but also the
he's
big
got
thing
Jack
with
Butland
Southampton
were
is that
picked.
Southampton always had that exciting player. Who's that exciting player right now?
Dude, we talk about this every episode.
I know.
It was Stevens was the nice.
No, but
up-and-coming guy.
the problem is that it's a
Ward
defender
Prowse is
this
supposed to be
time.
that guy.
Thomas, my boy,
But
Obafemi. He
It
needs
was-
to start more.
It was Van Dijk last time too. Another
I
defender.
think it was supposed to be what was that Lamina? Is that
Yeah,
Lamina
they
was-
brought
I
from
think
Juventus.
he was the one that they thought was going
They
to
brought him
take
in from
him.
Juventus,
to
and he
the-
played in the Champions League final for Juventus.
For me though, that guy, he's a D mid, central mid. Like, he can be creative, but they needed the Mane, they needed the Walcott, the Gareth Bale, that exciting attacking player.
Exactly.
And they don't have that right now.
As for Fraser Forster, I guess he rejected a move away from Southampton in the summer. So yeah, they're looking to kind of offload him apparently.
Yeah, well, him and
You
Jack
go-
Butland were pipped to be the two guys. They were pipped to be the two guys that were going to either make the England jump or like transfer to bigger clubs and stuff like that. Like,
Instead,
well,
Pickford killed it, and then
Fraser Forster will
he
make
messed
it.
up with that double bounce.
Yeah.
Off the crossbar.
hey man,
Lucky
you
points,
should've got a
Liverpool.
mistake in him, bro.
Not lucky, just good spin
Bias
on the
towards him
ball.
because I signed him in my football manager for like 160 mil.
Again with the football manager.
Bro,
It's
football
worth
manager,
it.
I have 600 hours, bro.
No. Like Tiki sent me a message like, "Hey, you should try this out." So I tried out. I spent a week on it. I didn't even get to a game yet. Like
Yeah,
a football manager, like
that's-
it takes over your life.
That's
The Monday night game, we got Everton, Toffees versus Watford. It's going to be at you 3 o'clock Eastern on Monday. Wrap up the weekend with that. And then we got Champions League midweek. And we have predictions for Everton, Watford.
They're both teams that have had their hot
Carlson,
streaks.
captain.
They've had their hot streaks. Watford were fourth in the league not too long ago. I gotta give it to Everton. They were unlucky against Liverpool. I'm sure that's gonna fire them up. And Pickford's definitely gonna be bashing his head in against the goalpost. So
Yeah, I'm
We'll
not
see.
sure, man. I'm going to go with Watford, although I hesitate. I'm just sticking with my original prediction with this one because Everton, with the way Richardson's been playing and just the quality they have, I think they have more quality overall. So it will be, I think Watford will just edge it out, but it will be lucky, I believe.
I sort of agree with you with Everton. They've had better form. In the last 6 matches, Watford have won 1, drawn 1, and then lost 4. I think the Richarlison, moving him to the center, I think that definitely made a big upgrade for Everton. Someone to be the point man. And Richarlison, I think he has that little extra flair to his game that he
Oh, yeah,
can.
bro.
He playmaker
Dude,
ability.
He has the potential to replace Lukaku at Everton.
He's already doing it. He's doing
Already?
I mean, not much to
it.
replace.
This year he's doing it, man.
Not sure
We
if
saw him
it's-
against, was it? Huh?
87 goals, and like
Dude,
Stat pattern,
I
bro.
don't know if
Stat
I'm
pattern.
just saying, man, as far as the guy to lead the line,
stat
he's
pad. He scored
filling.
26 goals in the league for
Stat
Everton
pattern,
in
bro.
1
How many
year.
goals did he- how many
And
goals did he have in
it's-
the Big
it was
Six?
more than that.
How many goals did he have in the Big Six?
Everton finished up there too that year.
You want to hear something funny,
Haters
bro?
gonna hate. My bad, Al. Haters gonna hate.
I don't know if you guys caught the Copa Libertadores final. If you guys have been following the news, the second leg's been postponed, I think, twice. Last time, fan violence attacking a team bus. So it was moved controversially to the continent of Europe, played in the Bernabeu.
Bernabeu.
Depends on what part of Spain you're from. But River Plate, walkout, 5-3, aggregate winners.
Carlos Tevez is definitely feeling the pressure.
Is he?
Damn, yeah, this is crazy, man. This was one of the most vicious rivalries in the world.
Probably
yeah.
the greatest dark.
Quintero with the
Don't
fire
stare
goal.
into my eyes, Huss, when I'm not looking.
I wasn't looking at you.
Yeah, you were.
Staring into dead space.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
You guys got anything else?
That Fulham one was a lot nicer because Sergio Rico was the guy in net against Sevilla when we played them in the Champions League. We couldn't score against them. So for us to put 4 past them...
Sucker. He had a great game, too.
I got something
Not
here.
good enough.
So Rio Ferdinand...
Good game, bro.
He had a good game.
Rio Ferdinand's come out. He's also spoken about how there's been racism going on. And
Rio Ferdinand?
No, yeah, he's come out in the media. He's spoken about it. But the racism that we're speaking of in this specific game, it was directed towards Raheem Sterling. And we see it happen a lot when players are like taking corner kicks and the fans are like right there, like
throwing bananas
yelling and shit and things like that. But obviously it's gotten over. It's gone overboard, and it's come across to that.
There's no place in the game, bro. Just play the game.
But I think Tom's getting to the Raheem Sterling comments.
Yeah, go for it.
No. We both read the same article. I'll let you take it away. But it was very vigilant, I guess, on his part to kind of spot something like this and bring it to the fore.
So in an Instagram post on Sunday, Sterling said he just had to laugh at the events because he expects no better, that's in quotations, before accusing newspapers of fueling racism with their portrayal of young black players. And, he was embraced by a number of other players via social media, one of them being former Newcastle striker Amiobi. And this is a real thing. It's definitely happening. So
it was Phil Foden and... the other guy, what's his name?
Zinchenko?
Not Zinchenko. The other academy, not academy product, youth
Diaz?
product at Man City.
Jadon Sancho?
Jadon Sancho.
It's Bernard Diaz, Zinchenko, or Sancho?
Is he currently with City? Is he left?
It was in that article. Thought we were reading the same thing. But the guy bought the Huss for his mum. You know what I'm
Jadon
talking
Sancho,
about?
that's Jadon Sancho then. We'll assume it's him.
All right, I'll find it. All right, give me a
I'm
second.
off, man.
It's this stuff doesn't have a place in the game, man. Like being a Muslim American, I had to deal with my fair share in high school against. I don't know how people figured it out. Maybe just my name, but I had to deal with it. You just have to go on. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're good. It's always with the big play. It's always with the bigger players, like Sammy Amiobi. He's not a big player. But it's happened to him, and it took until Raheem Sterling got this for his public for him to come public with it because who's Sammy Mbiobi compared to Raheem Sterling? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and Raheem Sterling he's a professional. He's a true consummate professional for just going on. Like if you saw the video replay, it was the fans. It was him getting a throw in, and they're just like pretty much over the little guardrail wall thingy, and he's just taking the ball, walking away. He doesn't even make any emotions, just ignoring it.
Because if he does, and he does say something, and he pulls an Eric Cantona, jumps in the crowd and stomps on someone, he's going to get fined. He's going to get suspended. He kicked the fan for being racist. Yeah, and some players will protest, just walk off the field straight up. So I think it's going to get to that point where we always criticize like Serie A, we criticize La Liga and all that.
Come on,
this happened in the EPL too, man.
Okay, so what I was talking about before was Tosin Abiyoto.
Okay, I did not know that.
All right,
name.
it was him and Phil Foden. So Raheem was talking about in the newspaper. They said, Phil Foden bought a house, and this other dude, Tosin Adarbiabo, tough name to say. Anyway, you can find the article. He also bought a house, both for their families. One being white, one being black. Phil Foden, the white guy, and it was like, the headline was, Phil Foden, buys a house for his mom, sets her up for the future. Where the other guy, Tosin, was splashing cash, only makes $25,000 a week. He's spending kind of like, why are you buying a house, like making him look bad. But Phil Foden, he's a good guy, buying it for his mom.
And that's sort of supporting Raheem Sterling's point that speaks to the newspaper.
Exactly, yeah. They feed into the racism in football. This guy's splashing the cash, unresponsible black guy, white guy, look at him, he's a great guy. I mean, but the British media is so. We could go back to Rupert Murdoch. It's very very muddled, man. You can't really trust anything you read. The British newspapers are some of the worst, man. The media in general is just horrible. You just can't even read it. Can't even look at it. If you want the truth in any kind of Fox News, not to get on a whole rant here, but you can't look at any stuff. But I mean, it's what people read on the subway every day. It's what they see the most of, and that's what really plagues the minds or clogs up the minds of the general public. Credit to Raheem Sterling though.
The thing with racism, as much as we're these foundations and stuff say no to racism, it's never going to end. I don't like to toot my own horn, but when I was a senior in high school, before I went to college, I had an article in the paper for fasting during preseason, which is like a Muslim tradition for Ramadan. And like that's where it really stemmed from. Like people read it, and like players on other teams in town would read it, and they'd be like, if I was tired, they'd be like, "Oh, are you fast?" and this that. And it's like none of it was like hurtful. Nothing was like, "Oh, you're a terrorist," this that stuff. But like it's just like that's what you're bringing up right now. Like we're in the middle of a heated game, and that's what you're bringing up. So, like,
right now. Yeah.
Sometimes I clapped back. I got the occasional red card for cussing on the field, but like. It has no place in the game. Seriously, like it's just like
we'll see what happens with them, man. Because punishments before have just been like basically not allowing fans in stadiums and things like that. So whether they'll become more severe or not, we'll see. But let's not end on a sad note. Let's end on a potential nut buster here. Napoli slapping on a 90 million asking price tag for Koulibaly, who's been linked with numerous clubs.
Pay it.
We know this guy's.
Pay it.
He's official now. Is Koulibaly worth 90 to 100 million?
Putting him next to Virgil van Dijk, yes.
Oh my God,
it's a
everything for you.
That's a dynasty.
Everything with you in Liverpool, man.
Hey, but if Man City would do that with their fullbacks, like they did, spending $50 million on each, why not Liverpool? You spend nothing on your fullbacks there with Robertson and Arnold. So spend all that money on the middle.
This is the guy.
75 million, 100 million.
This is the guy I think Manchester United is missing. This is the guy I think Arsenal's missing, and the guy I think Chelsea's missing. I think he could really, really help out Chelsea as well.
Chelsea not so much, but yeah.
Liverpool have their guy, and City have their guys. You know, they have a young Laporte coming, and they currently have Vincent
Spurs
Kompany.
have their guys as well.
Exactly. Davison Sanchez is one of those guys.
Toby and
Vertonghen as well.
Toby's going to be leaving. He's not for now, though. And then you get Foyth's coming through to replace him, but there's no.
It's not like for like. Yeah. Koulibaly, he's been a baller. It's been about this life. I don't know about if it's minuscule,
Do you
if
pay?
it's major.
No, it's major.
Shout out to Tiki.
It's major.
But the big thing with like Liverpool, where they spent so little on Shaqiri. Now, if you take Shaqiri and Koulibaly together and say, "Oh, we spent $100 million for those two players," it makes it seem better because you save so much money on certain players.
But you'll be
on the top of the league. You guys can't. It's never enough for you. It's never enough. It's never enough for you. Honestly.
But if we're not talking about Liverpool
got him.
And Napoli. Other than Tottenham and Barcelona, which we already brought up, this is the game to watch. Napoli and Liverpool. The loser of this game will probably not move on.
Let's go Liverpool!
And that
shitbull going to the Europa League.
Well, I think
Thursday night. If Liverpool lose and go to Thursday night Europa League, it's gonna fuck up your whole season, man.
Yeah,
you're playing Thursdays on the weekends.
Say
you're
goodbye
going for
to
the title.
The EPL.
What are you gonna do?
Say
you gotta sacrifice your Europa.
Napoli have already qualified. Napoli already in, right?
No, they didn't.
Can you look at the table for me?
I will get to that table in a moment. So basically, it's like 9, 7, and 6. I have to double check that, but I believe that's.
Listen, I just want Neymar to advance, man.
I think it's.
I want Paris. I don't care who advances with them. Paris needs to be the team.
9 points for Napoli, 8 points for PSG, 6 points for Liverpool, and the team from Russia is 4 points.
Thirsty.
So
Red Star Belgrade.
Look at that 3 points.
This is the group.
Serbia.
We all know that, and if Liverpool can find a way. I mean, look, it's not automatic. They're gonna.
I don't know that.
It's not automatic. They're gonna make it because they still lost that team from Russia. But
it's not Russia.
I think the best thing that could happen.
What is it?
Serbia.
The best thing.
Serbia? Oh, my fault. I thought it was Russia. My fault. I can't say the name. So
the best thing that can happen to Liverpool.
Russia.
I know. I can't say the actual team.
Red Star.
The best thing that can happen, you guys go through round of 16, and then you guys get kicked out, and then all you need to focus on is the league.
Dude, you guys
just focus on the league. You don't have enough depth to do both.
No, you want to lose and have Red Star win, so you can come in fourth and you go right to nothing. No Europe for you.
Nah, we want them to finish third. Nah, third's fine.
A third would be great, man. But I think Klopp would prioritize league over Europa. Or he'd go if he's gonna go crazy and go for both, and then you guys are gonna implode. It's gonna be glorious.
I'm okay.
Let's go Liverpool.
I'm okay with going for both. I like that. I mean,
come up short again, empty-handed.
Hey, we go for the good-looking girl. We don't go for the ugly girl on the
side.
Well,
how many times you get inside anything? Nothing. Never.
Never got it in.
Destroy.
Classic. And we'll end the episode with that right there. Well played, Al.